I've been very open with my unhappiness with the overdress/will dress anime. With the new Divines anime, I went in with my guard all the way up, expecting to be disappointed again, and I feel most people have felt the same burn and haven't picked up the new season because of this. But have I been burned again? Now that we're 6 episodes in, halfway through the season, I wanted to take a look at Divines so far and see if there's an actual story to tell, or if it's just a lifeless marketing tool. If you've been wondering yourself whether or not you should start the new Divines anime series, in this video I'll be going over the first 6 episodes and summarizing them, but I'll keep my conclusion at the end as spoiler free as I can. You can skip to there if you want to avoid spoilers, but as a quick answer I'll just say, give it a watch. I'll go into details why in this video. I started playing Vanguard physically and constantly when the overdress anime started, and was disappointed to see that, well, how disappointed I felt watching it. My issue with the dress series really came to a favorite pitch with the, spoiler alert, ending of the episode when Urara defeats Tomari using Leonord Mask for the first time. They did a great job building up to this moment, even ending a very sweet episode with a shot of the uniformers building as Urara unexpectedly walks into what is led to believe the brainwashing camp of this season's villains. I was super intrigued to see how this whole thing was going to turn out, how these new mask units were going to play out both in the anime and in the TCG. And then in that same episode we see Yu showing up, and in the preview, fighting her, like right away. No time to let it sit. No time to wonder if Urara was evil. Had she betrayed her friends? What will become of this? What are the implications of this? Or anything. She instantly gets curve stomped by Yu next episode, comes back to the good guys through the power of friendship and forced metaphors, and all that build went to nothing. Another similar moment that was the nail in the coffin was Danji vs Megami in the last Will Dress season. This had literally no build-up and led to no real resolution and could not have been more rushed. I couldn't keep suspending my disbelief while watching these. I could instantly tell that they were just random thrown together story beats so that they could sell the new Magnolia and Bruce cards that were in the upcoming set. That they had to make up some crap about seeing your reflection in a mirror because the new RRR in the set just happened to be called Mirror's Verena. Not because there was a story to tell, not because there was any passion behind this. It was all just because there was a product to promote, and they had to use the anime as the vehicle. The thing with good media, or anime, or video games, is that even though underlying everything it's trying to make money, and trying to make you believe in this world, you can suspend your disbelief and be immersed in that world, in the story and its characters, if it's good. I could never really get that feeling with the dress anime. So in Divines, I wanted to see how long it would take me before this happened to me again. Let's start with episode 1. Episode 1 was solid. We got a quick introduction to the characters and general plot. Essentially, we have 6 fated duelists who each get a new fancy card. They must compete between each other to see who wins and who gets their wish granted. Our main character has a sick little sister with some mysterious anime disease. You know, the one that is never mentioned by name, but just happens to keep someone bedridden in a hospital for the entirety of their screen time. This becomes our main character, Akina's goal to compete, so that he can wish for his sister to get better, even though he apparently doesn't care for Vanguard and has never played. This episode introduced us briefly to the other 5 fated in Mikoto, who is a former idol, now who is aiming to be a pro Vanguard player, returning characters from the Dress series, Taizo and Masanori, and finally Sho, some nihilist that wants nothing, or whatever. The episode also introduced us to Gabe Lewis, the mascot character for the series and the host/recruiter of this tournament. This strange floating dragon creature approaches each player after they've received their fated card and informs them about the fated clash. We end this episode with the main character, Akina, getting his fated card, learning about the fated clash, and vowing to learn Vanguard and win this fated clash to wish for his sister's health. Overall, I was cautiously immersed, but I liked this episode. My only comment was that this is the 4th time that we've had a protagonist for this Vanguard series who doesn't play Vanguard at the start of the series, learns Vanguard on the first episode, and becomes the best player in the entire series by the end of it. At least here, Akina has this sort of kind of non-plus attitude about the game, and his sister was the bigger fan out of the family, and he only ends up playing the game to actually save his sister instead of just the usual thing, Vanguard is fun. I guess that's an interesting enough wrinkle for now. I like this cast a lot. I actually really like the main character, Akina. Except I should bring up the elephant in the room of him looking like a carbon copy of the previous protagonist, Yu. My theory is that Vanguard has been rebooted twice already, and so closely together, that they went ahead and decided to make Akina look like an older version of the previous protagonist, Yu, instead of someone completely different, so that it didn't come off as a third hard reboot at this point, but just a continuation whenever someone, for example, sees any of the promotional material or sees any of the new booster sets. They will think, okay, Vanguard's still going, instead of, oh, okay, we're doing this song and dance again. Episode 2 is our usual teaching fight. In this episode, we go over how to play the game, some of the new mechanics as well. We pick off from the last episode where Akina asks Now, who he works with, to teach him how to play. They go to Stray Cat, where Megumi, from the previous series, is now working. They fight with the new trial decks, which are of course a product releasing for this era of Vanguard. They end the fight with the foreshadowing of a 6 damage heal being a possibility in a fight, but with now winning either way. Akina enjoys his first fight, buys cards, and goes home to build up his deck. Then, at the end of the episode, we get the reveal that the fated clash will start right now, with Akina now fighting in the first round. As I mentioned, they use the trial decks that will be released in real life to coincide with this anime. Midway through the fight, Akina gets excited and super into Vanguard and recommends actually playing with skills, which was insanely ironic, as many players have been blasting these trial decks as a product for not having cards with actual skills. It only contains, I think, 3 cards that actually have any skills, the vast majority of it, 97%, let's say, just being blank cards that just have no skilled text. That said, I was still immersed, as while this was obviously showing off a product to market it, it played a natural role in the narrative. It didn't feel contrived. After this episode ended, I was super conflicted for many reasons. I really enjoyed it, but was hit with this wombo combo of a bunch of different things I disliked, possibly happening next episode. Like the anime rushing into the fated clash already, my new favorite character now getting a loss instantly, Akina, who just after barely caring about Vanguard in episode 1, is now just going to flat out beat his super competitive teacher in the next episode. Yet again, another female character in the Vanguard series not getting any time to shine, and this whole tournament just having 0 stakes or impact. There was a lot riding into episode 3. I felt it would make or break my immersion and this series for me. What the hell? We did this last time where we fixed this transition to the screen, did we not? I literally remember looking at it and I remember it was just like, oh, blah, blah, this is how my intro sounds, blah, 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 funny, funny. I absolutely love card games, anime, and card game anime. However, I've been very open. Alright, that's better. I don't know why OBS likes make me eat my own ass sometimes. Double curly. Is it the mic being stupid again? Might be the mic being stupid again. I'm good now? Okay, good. Yeah, it does that sometimes. It's mono. How do I fix that again? Oh, right. Sounds good on your end? Let me just double check then, because I know sometimes, but you're deaf half the time. That's fair. I know sometimes this mic decides to do some funky stuff. Why is the camera recording? Don't do that. Let's go ahead and see here.
Yeah, it's listed to one channel. That ain't right. Alright. Let's try that maybe. No, still one channel. What the hell? Okay. Let's switch to this. Yeah, let's switch to this for a second. So that has normal audio, so that's good. But let's see you over here. There we go. It should be, I think, one channel. You are deaf. It's okay, don't worry about it. Okay, so then now I should be able to go back here. There we go, and now I should sound relatively the same, somewhat normal. Sorry about that. Let's blast really loud music really quickly, because I hate your eardrums and I don't want you to hear in a couple of years just like me. No, that shouldn't be too loud, right? That should be fun. But how's everyone doing today? How's it going, Ek? Orange? How goes your Thursday so far? Right, sorry. The great Zero screams open the flag. I'm guessing that's a buddy fight reference that I'm not gonna understand ever. I'm working like a gamer. Yikes! I'm sorry. I'm doing all right. I did have a really busy work day, which kind of sucked. I had a 9 a.m. meeting that went to like 9:40, 9:30ish. Then I had a 9:40 meeting. Then I had a 10 o'clock. Thankfully, my 11 o'clock got canceled. Then I had lunch. Then I had a 1 o'clock, and that 1 o'clock went all the way to like 2:40 almost, or 2:30. And then I had a 3:30 o'clock. So just a lot of meetings today. Flags are what leader cards are now in Shadowverse, only they were anime waifu pictures. Well, this is Vanguard. We don't have any of them anime waifus here, brother. So I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah. I did end up testing this out a little bit. So you'll see here. I do have CFA open. Oh, I didn't save the deck. So now you guys won't believe me. I closed CFA to try and update it, and it didn't, I didn't save the deck, so now you guys think I'm full of shit. But I did test this out, and it's actually pretty lit. Dragons? My waifus? Yeah. Speaking of waifus, I pulled a, for Shadowverse, I know this is completely unrelated, I pulled the like, secret alt art Java walk. It was like this cool looking dragon, or like this, like, gnarly dragon, and it's like an anime girl now. And it looks really cool, and I kind of want to get more copies of it. But they even took the gimmick of flags that play this attribute instead of the class for Shadowverse with the horse girls. The gambling life of a card gamer. Yeah, let's not even. Let's not even bring up my lack of responsibility and fun. Sorry, my dog ran in and shake my mic. Not my mic, my camera. But alright. BF, buddy fight, I'm guessing. Literally did the same thing with the villain. Stop talking about buddy fight in the stream. I'm kidding. Yeah. So let's jump into some of the news from this morning. I don't think there was anything else other than this Thursday stream. But we have this baby. And not gonna lie, this might be my favorite Dragon Empire starter out of all of them. And that's not saying much, because they all kind of suck ass, if I'm being honest. Ugh, I typed it wrong. Please don't take me to some random site. Okay. If we take a look, you like how it's done? Yeah. If we take a look, right, when it comes to Dragon Empire, oh no, I have this one. Yeah, that makes more sense. Duh. I was gonna look at all the ride lines, but I literally have one with all the stars. I forgot I made that a while back. If we take a look at this, right? Let's go to presentation. Get rid of these fucking ads. If we take a look at these starters, right? We ain't really got the best options here. Yeah, indeed the tier maker. we ain't got the best options. Like, it's just fucking Trickstar, and then 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 Trickstar, right? And then it's an egg, a Q egg, and then fucking another egg, right? Right? We got fucking Bart. Bart's like fine, but the fact that he's like a Eugene card puts him down here somewhere. This guy, Lizard Runner, I forget how they say it in the anime. Lizard Runner Undux or whatever the hell. He's like fine. This thing, I hate this thing, honestly. The only, aside from the fact that I got a like a fucked up copy of this starter, that's the reason why I didn't play like Gandiva with the Buff Saga line. But it's just because like I hate this thing. He looks so ugly. I remember different fights saying it once in like a stream or something. They're like, oh yeah, it looks really cool. It's like, what is this brother talking about? What is this man's talking about? That thing look ugly. I don't even know what I'm looking at, bro. It looks like a fucking bird. That's not even a dragon, bro. That's a bird. Long ass neck ass dragon. Get out of here with that. All F tier for funny looking, never playing 100%. My Trickstar and these friendship. You're right. I should make an F tier. You're right. A tier below F. And we'll put Trickstar there because he's friend-shaped. And he's also technically not a starter. But you can technically viably play him as included him here. So we'll throw him in F. He gets his own tier. You're right. Put the encounters at F-. No. Since I know you love encounters, we're going to put them up here. Because I actually do like the encounter ones. These are fine. I'll never use them. But these are fine. Trick Moon, he goes with Trickstar, right? Tamayura is probably the best one, honestly. Out of these, this motherfucker drunk, so like he can go down there. This one I kind of liked because I like bows and arrows and stuff, but he can't diva, so like he gets booted down here. Shiranui can eat my ass. This little fella, he kind of cute, not gonna lie. This little fella, he can go here. I'll probably never use him, so he'll probably go in this tier where like I actually like this starter, but I just never use it. B for blonde. And then this guy, I actually kind of really like the Varga starter, because like the only other one that I actually like. Every other Dragon Empire starter looks kind of fun looking. This guy I probably would have liked if it wasn't Shiranui. Right? If this was like literally any other card, I'd probably use this. And also it's probably like $60 fucking. So I'm never gonna use that for that reason. But anyways, yeah, this is like a tier right here. This looks great. It's a fucking Red Yoshi. It's another egg, but fine. You know, whatever. So this is pretty cool. I like this a lot. Top tier. I hope you guys didn't come here for like some competitive analysis or anything, because we're just judging cards based on how cool or cute I think they look. It looks like a card from the Dead TCG. Dead TCG. Eggs make me hungry? Nah, I mean, maybe. Maybe that's why I don't like the eggs. I do like, I use this one for Jiva right now. This one at least looks kind of cute, and it kind of looks like, not that I like this Digimon, but the egg Digimon, just because you can see the feet, like, out more, like, I don't know. Like, it just looks like, I think it's Digitamamon. It looks a little bit more like Digitamamon versus, like, these, even though it's literally the same fucking thing, right? But it's just, whatever, I don't have to explain myself. You guys just have to accept my answer. You guys just have to accept it, take it. So yeah, this is the best starter for Dragon Empire today. Next up, let's take a look at this guy. We got Flame Blade Drag Ritter. We gotta play our I just finished. We gotta play our looking at news music. There we go. Digimon are animal cruelty? Those poor bodiless heads can't scratch their noses? They're fine. They'll get a partner tamer to scratch them or something. So yeah, new ride line. Everyone keeps calling these synchros and keep calling them buddy fight. so on and so forth. They put synchros into Vanguard. Yep, the boomer player base will now leave because the dang white cards in my dang game. All right. So we got Flame Blade Drag Gritter Gry. I'm very interested to see how they translate this in English, but this is Gry. Unless the G is silent and it's just Rye. Which I wouldn't be surprised if they do that in English. They just drop the G or something like that. But this has the same skill as the Grade 2. It just says if you have the previous version of it in the soul, you don't have to discard for ride. Overall, that's pretty cool. In general, I feel like a lot of people instantly saw the first skill and just didn't. They didn't do the like Bushiroad thing where like instantly. Where the fuck even is it? It didn't instantly like do the thing where it just lays out all the answers for you and it's like, oh, this is a good deck. I think this is actually pretty solid. The fact that you one, you don't even have to play cyclers, right? Because you don't have to discard at all. You don't get the draw, so you don't get to dig into your deck, but you also don't lose anything from your hand, and you have the deck space to play other stuff. So I think that's kind of neat. I really like this. It has this second skill that we'll get back to later because it'll make sense in context with the Grade 3. But then we have here the Grade 2, which says the same exact thing. This is a dragon. This is Synchro Heart Dragon Andra and Gaira. They synchro summon into synchro shokan into Drag Connector Gairayanda. Grayairanda. Sounds like a Dominican's girl name. And he looks like fucking cool ass Flame Swordsman looking dude. Probably the laziest ride line, but the most efficient. Why? Because it doesn't have. How do you call this the laziest ride line when it actually has this super unique effect? This other super unique effect, and the ride line's not just a bunch of random stuff. They y'all like fuse together. Like y'all need to appreciate some flavor in your card games. So this looks cool as hell because very much pretty much Luan all over again. Big fan of him. Because it's literally, you know, Graya finds Andra as a baby. They bond and shit. Becomes a swordsman or whatever the fuck. This becomes like a dragon or whatever the fuck. And then they fucking, I don't know why everyone's saying synchro, but they literally fuse together. You know, Joga Shinkan or what do they call it in Mega Man Battle Network? They double soul. So it looks super cool. Love it so much because it's literally in your soul, right? And that's really cool about it. But the part that I think people are really harping on is its effect, and its effect is actually kind of cool if you give it some time and read it. But hello, Toby said the cards are cardboard flavored. Don't eat your cards. Appreciate them. Appreciate them. Don't eat them. So yeah. So this guy says the beginning of your main phase. Rest the Vanguard. Now hold on. Hold on a minute. I know. Hold on. Let's finish reading the text. Rest your Vanguard. Choose the Grade 1 and Grade 2 from your soul, and then call them out to rear. And then this guy says that whenever the dragon attacks, a Grade 2, you put both of them back into soul, and then you stand him. Front row gets plus 10k. Flavor-wise, it makes 100,000,000% how this effect works. Because it's essentially, you got Graya, you got Andra, they fuse together, they become this. They disengage, they can't attack because they ain't shit together. They ain't shit by themselves, right? And then they come back together, you restand, you're more powerful. Makes perfect sense. I very much want to try this when it comes out on area. It's already in area, actually. I also find it hilarious that you can play the Order in Overlord, Varga, or Eugene as well. You can play it in every Dragon Empire deck. We'll get to that next. I think I have that here. That order is absolutely insane, but we'll get to that next. You can literally play that in every Dragon Empire deck and use 2 really good Order support cards and the 2.5 really good Order support cards, and like it just boosts up every single deck. It's insane. Like, no joke, that is probably the strongest common card. possibly the strongest, one of the strongest common cards printed in like most of all TCGs, right? Disregarding like the obviously broken stuff, like, you know, Pot of Greed might have been a common and stuff like that. The fact that that thing is a common is absolutely insane, but we'll talk about that in a bit. So this is just Res, just Grapplers resting, incoming choice restrict with Varga for that order. I mean, it doesn't do anything for Varga though. Do you guys not know what Varga does? This doesn't really do anything for Varga because it gives Varga 10k, but whatever, we'll get to that in a second. So what you do with this is that the grade 1 says that at the beginning of your battle phase, you choose the grade 2, give it 5, or you choose any unit actually. Right? No, okay, it's the grade 3 that does that. Yeah, so you choose the grade 2, give it 10k, and I can attack from the back row. And then this gets 5k if you have this guy. Right? So this is a 30k 4th attack in this deck. That's already pretty solid. So that's pretty good. And then you put them back into Soul, and your Vanguard restands 10k power. This is not locked to going second or anything like that. So you can very easily swing with Persona Ride numbers on your first grade 3 turn. Pretty good. And you get 4 attacks. This all sounds really good. I don't know why people were thinking like that they were disappointed by this or something like that. Like this one guy here is like absolute dog water. Like, what kind of water your dog be drinking, bro? This is amazing. Or it's definitely not dog water. But yeah, so then let's talk about this insane order over here. Bring Shura back before giving 10k to the front row. Yeah, but that's a Counterblast 3 play. So, because this thing says choose one of your Vanguards, and it gets the ability that when it restands, or when it stands, I should say, not restands. When it stands, all of your front row units get plus 10k. I have to sneeze. Right, sorry. So I can see it played in Varga, sure, but you know, you retire your front row, you really don't use Shura every single turn because it's way too much counterblast, right? Not to mention you need counterblast for the divine skill. You have literally no way to countercharge. You could only use the divine skill like presumably on turn 4. Because you have to be at 4 damage, and I think they specifically have to be also on grade 3. So you're never doing this on, I mean, maybe you could do it on your first grade 3 turn, but probably not. So by then, you've already counterblasted once. So to do all of that and play an order and have like Shuras, it sounds like a bit much just for 10k. But this order is insane because it's common, and it's a free normal order. This is free, no costs, no nothing. You can just play this, it activates. So it supports a lot of the cards that say if you played an order this turn, 2 of which are actually pretty solid, such as the where she's not in this build. Okay, this is a stupid looking build, right? For example, there is the girl that's gonna get bought out pretty soon and be like $20, and we're all gonna complain about her in the Lafetta or whatever the heck her name is. Where you at, girl? Where you at? Where you at? This is Shernui. This is what set? Set 8? Set 8. Oh, it's not in alphabetical. It's not in by set. That's why I couldn't find her. Okay, there we go. She should be right around here. Here we go. Right, you can use her, which is really insane. So it instantly activates her. You don't have to pay anything for any of these other orders. Just instantly play her. She can search it as well, so you can use it again next turn. Maybe she's a 10k attacker, so she's not as great, but she just very easily Soul Blast, call something out. So that's insane. But you can also use it with the card that we may never even get, the Shinri here, because she also says, or if you played an order this turn. So you can very easily use this to have a 13k booster, put it into Soul, get Soul, and then draw a card. So that instantly activates both of those, and you still get the effect for majority of Dragon Empire that if you restand, your front row gets 10k. So that's insane.
how this works. Not to mention the fact that you can just play it anyways, right? You can play those 2 cards and play this and maybe it'll come off. So at worst, you still get the effects of like those 2 girls. At best, you actually get the 10k off, which is pretty insane. So this order is absolutely insane. I kind of wish it was at least a rare, so I can get it maybe in like FR, but like the fact it's a common, it blows my mind. Come on. On that CB3, one of the better ways to beat Vargas is to bait them into throwing all their gas earlier. It's risky, but you usually can survive it, and then no more divine, and it becomes easier to deal with. You can also just stay at 3 damage, which might be easier said than done, but then they can't use the divine skill. Especially if you like churn out the game, so they only have like 1 counterblast left that they can use, then they can't use the divine skill. That resulted in burnt coil, yeah. Set 11 is like set 5 again. Yep, and that's the funny thing, because that set, I don't understand how that set was selling for like 20 bucks at some point. But at the same time, we went over this before, like most of those cards are like really expensive now and used a lot. Like, I don't understand. But I recently played with Cristianos in the right build. It's pretty strong. It's no longer cope. Glad to hear that. It's made of Cristianos copium hard copers. There's no cope. There's only hope and belief and truth in this chat. But let's take a look at the weakest card of this set of cards here. So this says when it attacks, if you have a Vanguard with Andros, you can actually use it on turn 2. I forgot about that. So this has the same clause as Luan, where it has both the name Graya and Andra, so you can use whatever skill that asks for either of them with this card. So you can use this on turn 2. It becomes a 10k booster attacker. So this is a little bit better actually. And then you CB1, you can retire one of your opponent's grade 1 or less back row cards. Kind of sucks that it's specifically grade 1 or less, since it's already in the back row to begin with. But it doesn't have to hit. Unless I'm reading this wrong, it just has to attack. So this isn't horrible. Now that I look about it, this is alright. Don't let me in with the rest of them. Nah, bro, we're gonna force you to play Cristiano. Cristianos. If you're in this chat, you gotta play Cristianos. Come April 19th, I will buy 2,000 Cristiano quick start decks and distribute it to everyone in the chat. And if there is not 2,000 people in this chat, we will start over again, and you will receive another copy of the Cristiano's quick start deck. And then, if there still is not, if they're still around, we'll go back from the start and keep giving back more Cristiano's quick start decks to everyone in chat. No, that sounds really expensive. That's like $20,000 or something like that. I don't know. Better Chris? I don't know. He's not better Chris. He's worse. Raziel, I think. Sounds like a deal, but power plus 5k. Yes. Yes. Power plus 5k. Not people who ironically plan on going all in for Astrum. I mean, there's nothing to be ironic about. Play what you play. And then let's take a look at the grade 2 here, the board card. This one's pretty solid. Because of the fact that there is no need for the ride cycle cards, you can technically still use them to guard, right? The new ones that use energy or counterblast. Because this deck is generally counterblast light. If you don't use this, then your only source of counterblast is this. So you can do that, guard, draw a card if you want. But if not, you can use this that says on place, energy blast 3, draw a card. Alright. Then it says when either Gyra or Andra attacks, if your opponent's Vanguard gets, if your opponent's grade 3 or greater, this gets 5k. I don't know if this counts twice because he has both names or something like that, but no, it probably doesn't, but it probably gets power from this guy, and then it gets power again from this guy. So this actually becomes pretty beefy.
Yeah, it's not once per turn. So you can get kind of beefy here. Yeah, if you play like an extra copy of like this or something like that, this guy can get kind of beefy, and then he gets another plus 10k on top of that also. So not bad. It's also not like specific to the name, so you can have like 4 Andras and this guy keeps buffing up, but you know, they'd have to actually be able to attack, but you know what I mean. This one looks like a Digimon. It kind of looks like a Pokemon to me, to be honest. But that card, really good. This needed like a good attacker. That one's pretty alright. And the last card we have here is the Cannonball of Duststorm, Zaxxas, who has nothing to do with Eugene. So I don't know why his name is Duststorm. But whatever, that's fine. What are archetype names anyways? So at the beginning of the battle phase, Counterblast 1. Choose either the dragon, choose any of the ride line essentially. And it gets 5k power, and then you draw a card. So this is really good because that's how I think you get this to 30. So this becomes 15. This gives it 10, so it becomes 25. And then you can use this to give it another 5, so it's 30k. From the back row, consistent every single turn that you can use to poke your opponent. Always get 4 attacks. So, really nice. Then this says when either of any card from the ride line attacks, if your opponent's grade 3 or greater, this gets plus 5k. So same thing as the grade 2, where he just gets big. This motherfucker just be getting big. So really good. So what we have here is a deck that has a pretty cool mechanic, has a lot of good flavor in it, but has a really good mechanic in that it has 4 attacks. It can put its rear guards back into soul to then power up its front row to get 23k, 10k Persona Ride buff to your whole front row without having to be on grade 3. Then you do have some scaling with your rear guards that if your opponent's on grade 3, so if either it's turn 4, you went second, they get another 10k, which is kind of big. So these guys get a total of they can get a total of 20k plus on a turn, both this guy and this guy, right? And that's not counting Persona Ride, and that's not counting this this crazy ass order. So they can get a total of 40 plus, right? So if you play this order, use this skill, call these 2 out, attack with this guy, your opponent's on grade 3, this guy and this guy, they get 5k. Then this guy puts them into soul, these 2, and then he gives the front row another 10k, so that's 15k. Then the order activates because your Vanguard stood, so that's another 25k. If you're on Persona Ride, that's 35k. And then if this guy attacks, these both get another 5k. So that's a total of 40k. So this guy's swinging in for 50, and this guy's swinging in for 53. Pretty good numbers. I'm not gonna lie. So let's go ahead and just oh right, the other thing I had checked is that speaking of set 11, they're gonna reprint the Bang Dream crits, which is really sick. And they're gonna add a new wave of crits. Super cool. Really like those Bang Dream crits because it's really hard to get crits for anything that you want. So like that a lot. Let's take a look at CFA because the CFA gods have blessed us today. And going to this scene, and of course chat is gonzo because slobs just be fucking up constantly. So every time I have to go to YouTube chat here, there we go, just to sort of refresh it for some reason or something like that. All right, so unfortunately we have Eugene here. We're gonna go ahead and throw out, let's just throw out all of it. I was gonna try and use some of the staples and all that jazz, but whatever. Because Eugene is so bullied now that even his support is jumping ship to other decks. I mean, I can't really blame him in that case. Let's go ahead and close out Twitter real quick. I might have to go blow my nose in a sec. But let's jump into CFA. Like I said, I tested this a little bit earlier, so I actually already have a build in mind. I just did not save the actual deck, so I have to build it again. But essentially, as we've kind of seen from set 1, it's just 5 of everything, or 4 of everything in the deck. And whatever other generics you can grab. This I think I might have played at 3, I don't remember. We're gonna throw in the new order. We're gonna throw in the grade 2. I don't think I'll play the grade 1, instead we'll play her. I feel like it's actually, even though you actually have a good amount of draw power, to be honest, because like this can draw and this can draw, playing a draw for yourself if you want is not so bad. Because like you already have so much power that the front might not even be necessary, but the shield value is nice, so it can, honestly, I feel like it can go either way. Let's do draws, because I did fronts and it felt kind of redundant to an extent. For the crits, I feel like this fits thematically. These two fit in thematically, so we'll do those two. And we need a heal. There we go. Something that you can do, there's a lot of other funny interactions that I considered, but I already have so many grade 3s. So you can actually use this common from set 11. Excuse me. Here, that lets you put back in order and he gets 10k. So he becomes 23. If you played the order already, he'll become 43 that same turn. So that's kind of big. And that could be on your opponent being on turn 2, right? Because you can attack if you played an order. You put a 1 from your drop on the bottom of your deck. He gets 10k. He becomes 23. This guy restands, gives 10k to the front row again. So this becomes 33. Then if you play the order, he gets another plus 10. So this becomes 43. And you just did that for free. For free, for nothing. So this is really good, but I just have too many grade 3s already because I'm running this guy in the order. So I don't know if I really want to do that. Because then I was also doing something where I could play for Biddledal to get this and this out, which is kind of nice. Something I might consider. I don't know. But then you can't use this as much. I think I ended up doing 3 of this because you can't really play it, you know, until turn 3. You want to see it, but yeah. You can use her to try and see it, honestly, which kind of sucks because of the fact that it is kind of hard to use her because you have to wait until turn 3, which kind of sucks. You can use some other stuff if you'd like, some other orders, but that cuts down on your shield value, so that's kind of up to your prerogative. There are some pretty solid orders now in Dragon Empire, but let's just look at the PG real quick, add that in. PG, there we go. Running draws and draw power decks usually results in drawing draws. Yeah, well, I tried out fronts and it was fine. That's probably the better answer, but we'll try out draws and see how it goes. Cause that's how you just gotta do things. I guess you could just play Angel Ladder just because it's Angel Ladder, honestly. Back to Dragon Empire and get that out of there. I feel like I'm missing something. Got the grade 2, got the grade 3. I got the order, got you, and I got you, I got PGs, I have the ride line. I'm missing a 4 of, I don't know what I was playing, honestly, I don't remember. It might have been a grade 1. Oh, I know I was playing, I might have been playing like, you can't even play this. You can play maybe one of this, but I was playing the new cycle, grade 1. This to give some crit, right? Because you already have the big numbers. So I was doing that, and I was also trying to find something else in case you needed something else that gets power that's not a grade 3. That grade 3 I showed is pretty good, but if not. Because even stuff like Angel Ladder, even if you can't play it, you can still put it back in the deck to activate it for the cost. It goes to the bottom, so it's like whatever. I played this random card from sets like 3 or 4, Sonya, because she just says when she's placed Soul Blast she gets 10k. You know, just to have something that hits kind of hard. So in case you don't see the grade 2 or like the grade 3 or anything like that, you have like a backup that can hit kind of hard. And since you're playing this girl here, you know, she gives you soul, but you have no reason to use soul. So I guess that's something we can try and find, something that uses soul in Dragon Empire that's kind of useful. Would probably really help out the deck here, or at least the way I'm building it here. Some way to use orders early would be nice too. So this can actually become active and you can actually rush kind of early. That'd be kind of nice. I don't know if anyone has any ideas, but I will take a look. Oh, I was also playing this thing too, Defensive Roar. I think I was playing like 2 Defensive Roar. Yeah, I think my build was 2 Defensive Roar, 2 of the Cycle card, and then just 3 of the Sonya here. Which can be, you know, I guess Brachial Force or whatever you want. And I know you guys really like Brachial Force in every Dragon Empire deck, so you can play that, I guess. You can play the grade 1, I guess it's okay also, right? Because that gets that gives you some retire, so that's kind of nice. And it's a 10k attacker or booster, which is pretty decent, you know, so you can give that a shot too. The other thing I was considering playing is I could dump. I don't think it's gonna work out, to be honest. Unless you guaranteed see her, you could dump the Defensive Roar, go more offensive here, and use the you can throw him in anyways, honestly, because he's a 13k attacker or booster. But you can use the little Draco Kid from set 11. That also searches out the order, so it gives you some deck thin as well. So that's an option that you can use. Here, you can use him and then use his order to retire. But that order is Soul Blast 1. So you have to use her or Soul Blast out the starter, or if you Persona Road or something like that. So that's why I don't know if I recommend it, but you can just play him if you're playing this, right? You're more often going to use an order. It's going to be a 13k booster or attacker, which is pretty solid. Might be a tiny bit better than this, but hey, who knows? Dragon Empire has usable generics. Yeah, man. They saw the fact that there wasn't any and decided to tie everything around orders and make the orders good. Yeah, this is the original build I had, plus Sonya. Just trying to see if there's anything else that's worth it. Maybe something for an early game? I don't know. You can also just go on like max out on any of these other pieces, I guess. I might have had 3 of this and only played like 3 of this guy, I don't know. But yeah, you could do something like that. The fact that this is a set order is really nice because you can actually use this in Zedlands now, this order. It's just pretty funny. Because you can use the effect of the set order. And then still play an order. So that's pretty cool. But it's probably too many orders in the deck, but it's just crazy how many situations this thing applies to. Like, I'm so happy that they're opening things up instead of restricting everything. But like, even like the main thing about it that I really like is that even if it's not super optimal, it's at least playable. There are so many cars that only work in one very specific situation or two specific situations, and then that's it. Whereas like now this can actually be played and like just to play it, right? It's just an option that you can do. Like you know, can't think of any specific examples. There's just so many cards. There's just all these dumb specific. Obviously, the dumb Cryptogilia cards are the best example, but some other stuff that are supposed to be kind of generic commons that just really aren't, and they're just not even close to being usable. You can technically use also, if you wanted to. I don't think there's board space for it. Ironically, you could use mid-hat to draw a card. Because the Vanguards are going to restand every single turn. So if you want to be crazy, you can also play Shura. Because you can Energy Blast to get 5k. Let mid-hat. Well, actually, yeah, I think that does work, right? Because Shura's on attack. It's not optimal because you'll lose the power from Shura. Shura won't get the power, but you can technically do that. Honestly, you probably don't want too many grade 1s because of the fact that these two take up 2 of those slots. So probably having her and the fact that she disappears works extremely well with this deck, to be honest. And that's probably why they made this whenever it attacks, so you can actually move it up and it just becomes 10k. So I might just end up playing this, I don't know. The Sonya only really works again if you have this, so I don't really want to rely on her per se. I wish that grade 3 wasn't a grade 3 so I could play, but this is a bit too much. A bit too many cards that don't have soul to be playing, but I don't know, maybe it's not that big of a deal. This looks really cool. Too bad he's just a grade 2 of the ride line. Or it's not. Why is it? Oh, I was gonna say, why is it a double rare? But right, it's because it's from that booster where everything is. That's insane. That this actually has a ride line that's not common. That's cool. But let's see if there's anything. I miss this junk aside from the other stuff that I played that's playable. I don't really think there is much, especially if you go past like set 6. There's nothing. Aside from like some maybe random guards here. Like technically you can play when does this get power? Oh, it's just if you have an arm. You can technically play this grade 2 that you play in Snake, and maybe even in blanking out on his name, the guy that I called the drunk. Shoto Doji. There's that grade 2 stealth card. Here it is. Shaka Khan here. Who just gets 5k if your opponent's on grade 3. Just so you have something that's backup. Essentially, I'm just looking for a backup attacker in case I don't see these two, or some sort of consistency piece. Being drunk 1 world, yeah, I guess that's all you need to do to win worlds. You can't play this by a Vanguard. You don't play anything by a Vanguard's ability. Ironically, this isn't unplayable because it's always gonna get plus like 10k. So it always can swing in and you can intercept 15k, but I don't know, I can't really find anything too crazy, honestly. That would other than the things I've gone over, so I could just play one of everything of the ones that I mentioned, but that's kind of silly. I don't think I want to play the grade ones. I guess I can play like 2 Sonya and maybe one of the grade 3s, but then that makes me really want to play for Doll. Like, it's crazy how well that card works with this deck and for Doll, because you can just play for Doll, get this out from your deck, and then it has the Forbidden Doll to put under the deck to get the 10k power that turn. And then that also activates like this if you wanted to. Like, it's kind of nutty. Try to center the sake deck into the hot sauce deck. Yeah, that stuff is really dumb. But Maggie Tangent no one cares about. I found out Frosted Flakes Tiger is one of the best Forbidden Doll targets. Oh, you just found out that? Not like a year ago when we tested it out. And I literally tried out all the grade 3s at the time and we settled on the Tiger. Fair enough. Yeah, fuck it, we'll do this just because it's cool interaction and that's all this game should be about. So we'll do that. We'll do 2 Sonyas. I wish I could play something else. I just can't really see or think of anything. And then we'll play a Forbidden Doll just cause. And let's go here and actually save it this time. Graya and draw. There we go. So now I don't have to look at Eugene every time I open up. Save a. I had forgotten about the Tiger until I randomly noticed my FRs while organizing the bin. Fair enough. Do you want to? Speaking of organizing the bin, Ek, do you wanna? Are you down to clown? Are you down to throw down and get beat up? Have your cats get beat up by my flame swordsman over here? As I procure some sick beats, such as that's pretty good to be honest, but I think it's look at a bit much. We'll do a Shurikai. Shurikai's pretty nice. Just make sure everything okay. So I've got that all saved up. Let's take a look at a quick test hand here. You guys can get a feel for what this is like, and I'll see if I can get some games on. Put these 2 back, and yeah, we can keep those 2. That's fine. What would I have drawn otherwise? Well, that would have been nice. All right. So go ahead and draw. We only okay. We only have to discard the first time. After that, we don't have to discard ever again. Let's say heads. So we do go. We can choose. Doesn't really matter for this deck, honestly. I think you probably want to go first. Unless there's a stride deck, then you can go second. But honestly, you can go first or second. Like, you have all the cards that say you need that get power if you're going second. But at the same time, you already get so much power unrestricted to you going second that it doesn't really matter. So being able to rush down your opponent on turn while they're on turn 2 and you're swinging for 23k and stuff is still pretty good. I already drew for turn. So this was decided before that, so I guess I'll just, for the sake of it, go first here. We can discard the order. You can discard her. You can discard the grade 2. Let's do the grade 2 here. Let's go ahead and ride here. Get our energy crest. Pass turn. We don't really need counter blast. So the good thing is you can actually guard early pretty easily. Right, and draw, and then, you know, since I have the baby in my soul, I can go ahead and ride the grade 2 for free. And I can actually play this down. Assuming my opponent went first and didn't rush me, this should get power, because they should only have one rear guard there. So this is going to be a nice 23 to their 8, right? So that's pretty good numbers there. Even if they throw down a trigger, they're going to need more than that to guard. We can check a crit anyways and break through it. And then this girl goes to soul and you draw. My card is just so insane. I always have to reread it to make sure I'm not messing up. But yeah, so presumably they didn't have any rear guards because they just went first. I'm sorry, they just had their first grade 1 turn. Then it gets 5k, then it goes to soul and draw a card. Yeah. So then pass turn. We'll take 1 here so we can use this guy to draw. Other than that, we don't need any more counterblasts, which is really good. So let's go ahead and stand and draw here. Once again, don't have to discard, which is really nice. You can keep your triggers in hand. Let's go right into this. Then we go into our main phase. Immediately at the start of their main phase, he rests. And you disengage them. Call these 2 out. So now you can go ahead and activate the order here. So when this stands, everything gets power. Since I played the order, I can go ahead and play this guy. We can Soul Blast out her. Look at the top 5 here. 2, 3, 4, 5. We can add the order for next turn. Let's put this back because we're obviously not going to pick that. We can't do this. Not going to call it PG. We can call it the Sonya if we want to. We have the soul to use her. But this guy's a grade 3, so we might as well play him from our hand. I can grab the order, and I can grab this Shinri. Since I did play in order, she will go into soul. So I think that might be the better play there. Especially since I can't use this yet. Right, so we can grab that. And then I can throw this guy down. And this guy says if I have a unit with, since it's an if, it only gets the power once. Then we go to battle. Then the beginning of the battle phase, this guy rests, and this gets plus 10k. Then also at the beginning of the battle phase, I can counterblast 1, choose this, and give it 5k, and then I draw 1. Very nice, because I'm gonna get like 3 cards at the end of this turn, so that'll help out a lot. Then this can attack from the back row. If this is empty, this gets power. Who knows? I don't know why this. Oh, because I rested it. That's why. Okay. There we go. This is gonna get 5k just for the fact I did play an order. So we can go ahead and swing in here. Our opponent's Vanguard for 30. Pretty good. They're on 10k. So this is at least 2 cards to guard for the most part, unless they have a front trigger. In which case, it's still not enough, right? Yeah, even with a front trigger, this is 2 cards to guard. So that's what I'm saying. This is pretty good numbers. It's always going to be a consistent 30, but it's still really good, especially considering how big these things are. Then, after these guys attack, these 2 go back into soul from the Vanguard skill. The Vanguard restands, and he says the front row gets plus 10k. Then the order activates, and since my Vanguard pre-stood, it gets another 10k. So now we're looking pretty here. Also, the dragon attack. So, oh no, this guy doesn't get it. Never mind. My opponent's on grade 2, so it doesn't activate yet. So I can attack with this, and then give this guy 5k if, you know, my opponent's Vanguard was grade 3. I can maybe have an empty rearguard column here. Who knows? Kind of hard to tell. They are on grade 2. So unless it's like a Leonor or something that fills up their board, more than likely this is maybe empty, right? Let's say it is. So this is going to be oh, actually, no. She doesn't get power again until... So you technically, I guess you do want to go second with this deck. Even though you can't go first, right? You probably do prefer going second, but going first is fine because you still hit big numbers. Swing in here, check, and then check. That's okay. And then pretty hefty number here.
This goes to soul and you draw. So pretty good. If this was a front, it would have been pretty nice. We can take at least one here. We can do this. Do the good old sim play here. Make this 20k and then bounce it back to our hand. And then we can like guard with like this and this. So that's 3 attacks. Take another one. I forgot to end our turn, but that's fine. Maybe guard the last one with this or something like that. Great. Then we go ahead and stand and draw. We don't have Persona Ride, which is a bit unfortunate. What we can do is we can go ahead and go to main phase. This skill activates, calls out these two. This gets +5. This gets rested. We can go ahead and play the order here. Then we could play this again. Soul Blast out that in order to look at the top 5 here. Not the best options. What we can do is we can overcall this guy just to get it out from our deck. Assuming again we're not playing like a retire matchup or anything like that, just pretty standard affair. Then we can go ahead and play this again because we didn't get to Persona Ride, which sucks. And then we go to battle. This guy, whoops, this guy rest, gives us 10k. Then we can counterblast, draw, give this 5k. This can go ahead and swing in at the end of that battle. These two go to soul, you restand, front row gets 10k, front row gets another 10k from the order. This gets 5k because you play it in order. This got 5k because the dragon attacked. You can swing in with this guy. This gets another 5k because this guy is attacking. So check. We can do power crit. Check. 40, maybe 50. And then this swings in for 56. Since you play in order, this goes to soul and you draw. So I don't know. This deck works out really solid. Of course, in English, it hinges on the fact of this Shinri here actually coming out. Or Shenri, right? There's the possibility that they might do like a god box topper promo for us divines, where it's like this, the dog, the Keter dog, the Kyoka and the Lutetia promo. We talked about this last time, I remember now. Okay, yeah. Exegesis Smithy Habitat reprint, and then they can do like the Keter boss and the dinosaur boss, and then they can do like 2 other cards if they want. So, but no, I think this guy's pretty sick, to be honest. Let's see how it works in practice. Let me just get some water, do some drugs, and I'll be back in a second. Alright. We're back. Time to very quickly do some drugs.
Let's, look here. Like honestly, the deck draws alright. It's probably because I didn't see the grade 3 that test the grade 2 that test hand. I think it should draw as much. Defensive Wars actually goes kind of hard in this deck. Now that I think about it, because of the fact that you can just constantly keep bouncing the grade 2, for example, and every time you play the grade 2, you draw 1. So that goes kind of hard. So might end up, I don't know, getting rid of this. Whoops. Getting rid of this. I don't know. I'll have to see how it goes. But let's not show you guys my IP address real quick. CFA. There it is. That I can connect here. Almost create Chrono. Whew. That would have been miserable. Totally Defensive Roar is the most buzzed blitz order that no one is talking about. I don't know about no one, but it's definitely good. Yeah. I think it is great. I don't not to like make it sound like you know, whatever, but I knew it was good because I used it in a sneak peek event, and I was just like, yo, what the fuck? This is kind of lit. But I just don't play Dragon Empire, so I've never played anything. I have it in, I think, Basakura, and I think that's about it. But Sonya's fine. She's like a nice little beater you can throw out, but yeah, she's definitely gonna get replaced with something. I just don't know what. Other than that, this hand is like fine. Yeah. Oh, god damn it. That's super unfortunate. Ooh, Fennel. Okay. Okay. Drops Trick or Treat. Gets Energy Generator. Use the skill to look at top 7 in order to look at or to add up the 2 Trick or Treats. Only hits the 1. Will then immediately play it to. Oh, not gonna play it. Interesting. Okay, sure. Why not? Stando and draw here. Let's discard this. Grind this. Get the Energy Crust here. Go to ride phase. Draw for going second. Play this here in main phase. This gets 5k because he only has 1 or less. So swing in here. No guard. No trigger. This goes to soul. Whoops. Whoops. This goes to soul. There we go. And I draw. There we go. That was weird. Okay. We're into the second for now. Yeah, I just turned off my alarm. I just took my drugs, but thank you very much, Basil. Funny story, Basil. I have this silly little video because I've been doing a lot of like scripted long form videos. I wanted to do something kind of fun. But in that video, I might end up actually talking about Grand Fia, so. Considering this is for now, we'll do that. Since they're gonna slam us with some crits later on. Go ahead and draw. Skill, I don't have to discard, so we'll just ride into this. I don't really have anything for turn 3, so I might end up keeping the Sonya here. Doing this to just get more aggression, because the fact that this is 2030 is like pretty huge. I haven't been able to actually get it to work, which is a bit unfortunate. Like he hasn't got hit with like a crit or something like that.
Frosted Flake deck is literally doing a challenge run to make names be the least understandable. Yeah.
He's talking about the tiger and Magnolia. So there's go one trick or treat. I don't have any units, unfortunately. I forgot. Since he hasn't been using it all this time, I honestly forgot about that because I could have played this fucking thing. But we'll do that next turn. So he's gonna play one, use this to counterblast one, search one from deck. Then play it again in order to countercharge, draw one. Yeah, I should have played this. That would have gone so hard. That would have gone so hard if I did that, but whatever. And then one more to call something from drop. He does have the Stegra. I'm gonna call it, trying to use the skill, I guess. Screw your IRL price tag. I mean, it's not my price tag. So blast, look at the top 5, add a call unit or add an order to hand. It is going to be an order. I was going to say there might be, chances are likely that'll be in order, but yep. So I'm in a really good spot for the most part here. I'm going to use another Crispina here. Yeah. I was going to say you can't countercharge anymore, so you don't want to do that. No skill, yep. This does get 5k, yep, and that's the one in the back row. And then this is going to be what? +2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So Persona Ride. Yep. May I request the next game? Sure thing, buddy. So crit. I don't have the grade 3, which is a bit unfortunate, but let's just say no guard here. I have no damage. He doesn't play Bracket OT. This shouldn't go extremely horrible for me, right? Fortunately, that kind of sucks. 23. This is 33. I might not be able to do this, regretfully. I mean, I can. No. Oh no, I can. I lose this, so I can. Okay, that makes it easier. Actually, never mind. Okay. Whew. I was gonna say, oh god, I have to take this shit. But so now I can just do one of these. All right. Because I was gonna do Roar with Sonya in this, but never mind. All right. Ride and draw. Ugh. Skill here. I ride for free. Got a main phase. Skill. I call out the dragon. And the grade 1. Dragon gets 5k. Let's do. I mean, they both do the same thing. I can do this one later, I guess. So let's call this, since I have this, 1, 2, 3, in order to draw 1. That's not what I wanted. That is not what I wanted. Okay, that's fine. This skill here, this is why you play a backup card in case you don't see your other cards. Sonya Soul Blast, she gets plus 10k. I can throw this down because this is like, it's not like on place, so I got a crazy defensive hand, to be honest. And I can put something back. Do I want to put this back? Because that'll fuck him up pretty badly, and I have the defensive hand to survive, so that might be the better play. Actually, let me take that rear guard back. Because of the fact that this says your opponent chooses one, and they may put it. If not, he doesn't draw. So yeah. So this gets this out of my hand, puts it back into the deck, and then he has to deal with it later on. Then main phase, this rest. Rest. This gets 5k. I don't have the other guy, which is Gonna give this stronger, which kind of really sucks, not gonna lie. Not having the grade 3 really sucks. So this can attack from the back row. This gets +5. I also don't have the order, so all of this sucks ass. All of this. Oh yeah, well this is rested. I forgot about that. This goes to soul. This stands. This gets +10. And then we'll swing in here. This gets another +5. No guard. First check, nothing. Second check, nothing. Unfortunate. He's gonna get a front here. There's no point in attacking his rears because you can just call them back out, but you can still call a lot of them. Attack a lot of them. And then swing in here for 30. 5. Guard for 28. This gets +5 for every 3, so not a lot. Okay, fair enough. I don't really like that card, to be honest, because I don't feel like she gets enough, but we'll see. So what I can do, the other good thing is that this works really well with Defensive War because it's on place, right? These two are on place, so you can just end up recycling this. So turn OT. Thanks. I just need to play her so I can shuffle. Wasn't paying attention. Why is Blaze made in Sonya there? She's just because she gets 10k. Oh, it's on. Oh, okay. I thought it was when my opponent was on grade 3 or greater. So this is if I'm on grade 3 or greater. Oh, okay. Never mind. This is a little bit better than I thought. Yeah, I just have her because she says on play Soul Blast get 10k. So she's just a backup attacker because I couldn't find anything else. So this is good because of the fact that this is locked to, you know, this being clear and your opponent being on grade 3. So this is a nice little attacker in case you, in this situation, you don't see the grade 2 or the grade 3, and the grade 3 in my case. Don't you need soul? You do. But I only play like 3 of her and I use this. So you have about enough soul to use it. You have just about enough soul and nothing else uses soul. So you just have just about enough. The only other thing that uses soul is like this. So if not, you just get rid of her. Right? Just don't use her. She's not essential to the game plan. So until I find something better, that's just what it's gonna have to be. So this is gonna be crit and crit on, yeah, it doesn't really matter who, and then he can draw a card. Let us go ahead and do this and discard. I think I can only use one, so it probably makes sense to just get rid of Defensive War. Now I can't use any Blitz orders. I'll probably try and take this attack unless, yeah, unless he does that, which makes sense. I can still take one of these and I won't die. He gets to draw a card. I can guard both of them. This is 59. I could guard both of them because this is only gonna get bigger afterwards. Because he's just gonna play more trick or treats and he's just gonna get a lot bigger. I don't really have that strong of a way to like kill him next turn. Unless I top deck like the order or something like that, I have nothing. So I could try and like cheese with this to close out the game, honestly. And I can try and use this because this and this is what, +10, so this is 15. This is gonna be 39. Yeah, that's not gonna matter. So PG, I have to discard the Defensive War. I can't really use it right now. And I kind of don't want to discard here, so I think we'll take this power. Stand and draw. Go to main phase, use this skill. Yeah, if I'd gotten the grade 3, I'd be in a slightly better spot, but I think we'll be okay. I wanted to Defensive War to get this off the field, because now I have to just call it, overcall it, and whatnot, which kind of sucks. 1, 2, 3. There's no viable stack real substitute. Yeah, not at the moment, unfortunately. God damn it. God damn it. We got TP ride. Throw on my part or whatever. Forgot the persona ride. Fuck me. That is gonna hurt me a lot. Yeah, because then I could have used this. I could have drawn into that. I could have drawn into something different. I could have just done so much better if I hadn't done that. Go to main phase. Skill. Rest this or start a battle phase, I should say, not main phase. Let's go ahead and throw this into this. This gets 5k, and this gets 5k. And this goes to soul stand plus 10k. Yeah, that lost me the game there, honestly. 5 and 5, unless I check like crit here. Well, well, 1, 2. Okay. Oof. Sucks. If it wasn't for that heal, I would have had an okay chance, because these are 2 cards to guard, and if he had like 4 of them in, does he not heal? Oh, I'm at 5. Okay, never mind. We're Gucci. Yeah, so this is 40. It does make it easier for him to guard because he did check the trigger, but this is 38. It's gonna PG that. Okay. Yeah, and turn. I completely walked that shit. Oh my god. I was too concentrated on not forgetting to use this skill that I forgot to fucking persona right. That's so stupid. My fiance got me this cute little lamb lollipop here. It's very cute. I feel bad eating it. I'm saving the persona right for next turn. Yeah. We'll go with that. Not that there's gonna be a next turn unless I heal, but or if he doesn't activate 3, but there's a 3rd one. Yeah, if I had threw down the OT earlier, he would have had a less of a card in hand, and you know the game would have been slightly more in my favor, possibly, because he wouldn't have been able to draw that turn 3. Yeah, I specifically got rid of defensive war because I'm like, I can't survive because he's just gonna scale up even higher. Literally Fist Sorga, basically. No guard. I deserve this one. The anime finished with the unit and damage, but yeah, that was pretty stupid. That was pretty stupid. I might save this instead of Gryandra. Okay, Sim Dekebs. Let's throw down here. You're still down. Look, you having his IRL. Just figure it out, bro. I wanted to play something, but I feel like I'm gonna copyright strike. So we'll just play Tartarus. Alistair again? What happened to Alistair? One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Put this back. This is good, but I can't use this show. Turn 3? So put this back. She's fine, but if I don't see an order, she's trashed. Yeah. Brother, put it back everything. And this is okay. This is pretty okay. Go like have fun. Okay, I don't know why the set 2 triple R was stupid expensive. I mean, that set was pretty bonkers to begin with. Ooh, Dog Boy versus Horse Boy versus Dragon Boy. I love it. I love it. Okay. I think that's it, right? Yeah, okay. Draw. He does not retire, so I'm going to discard this. Ride. Get the crest. Ride phase. Skill. Draw. Main phase. Play this. Battle phase. +5. 21. Check. Oof. X. Plus the soul, and I draw. Pass turn. I wonder if I have any copies of that card. I think that's the one that got reprinted, right? But I don't know. Would have been a 360k. Yeah. I mean, I was banking on killing you that turn, so. But I ended up misplaying and not accelerating. Granted, I don't know if I would have killed you, but that was the game plan. Because I was not gonna. I don't think I would have survived that turn. After I fucked up, I don't think I would have survived that even if I played good. Because I had a good defensive hand before that, but then after that I didn't have anything. I have no idea what he did. Oh, that's right, okay. I got confused for a second. I just saw dog and I was like, huh? Okay. Kind of last one. I always think this is a set order. Choose something called to rear, put the other one on the bottom of your deck. The thing called out gets 5k. Yep. Nice 42k there. There we go. And then yeah, so it's funny how this is battle of the generics. Oof. I hate this thing because it's still not. Oh well, it's enough now, yeah, because I happen to have more rewards than me. So this time it's fine, yeah. But it's the battle of the crazy generics English will never get. Oof. Tit for tat. Power. Excuse me. Put one into your hand. Deal on the bottom. I wonder if every nation's gonna get one of these. Because I realize they both have the same effect, but we'll see. This is a fat ass 38. This makes this 25. 25. That's, yeah, that's enough. Skill. Oops. Bounce this back. Something happened. And do something wrong? You're not grade 2? Oh! True. True. In that case, I'll just get my ass beat. I do something else wrong. I don't have to only cry. I think I was supposed to see that, but okay. Stand and draw. Skill, fair enough. I don't have to ride. Go to main phase. Can't use anything. And I didn't see what's her face. So, this needs counterblast, right? Can't see it. He needs a counterblast because it reduces it by 1. But he has a face of counterblast, so it doesn't really matter. The only other thing that needs counterblast is the order. So I could restrict him from not using the order. And this blocks some attacks, and I have a PG. I don't know if it's worth it. I don't know if pushing him to 3 necessarily helps me because I'm already at 3, so I think I'll be a bitch and attack rear. I'm gonna guard it. Okay. Interesting choice. Okay. Search for the horse. This guy's 5k. This is gonna get 5k later. I'm gonna go straight to battle. 15k is kind of annoying. Hello? There you go. The thing is, I can kind of do that because of the fact that, you know, oh, it's right here in the damage zone. I don't have to discard, so I don't have to really worry about that, which is really nice. This has 10k, so I kind of want to use War then, which is kind of obnoxious. I don't really want to use War now, but it can very easily crit me. I've only seen 2 crits from him. Well, 1, assuming this isn't the same one that he checked. So there's a lot left, but dropping a PG here seems kind of tough. No guard. Okay, double PG, yikes. As I lose mine, awesome. Absolutely awesome. Use a skill. They fuse together. Does this new guy suck? He does not suck. As much as I think he will, you are completely wrong. He's actually kind of decent, IMO. But I think he looks cool, and I think he's not half bad. But it also kind of depends on if we get this card in English. 23. Now that I'm actually on grade 2 here. So it's 35. He can go up to 33. 2. Yep. Has to go back to the bottom of the deck. Put that back in my hand so that I can try and guard this deck here. Fortunately, I have to drop this guy. And what the horse guy does is exactly what you just saw. He's like Youth Perk, but with more subs. Let's stand and draw. Ooh, I got the order. Don't have to ride here, or I don't have to discard, ride. Go to main phase, use the skill, rest. Call 1. Call 2. I really wish I had one more energy. I can only use one order. I have to use this, right? Because like I don't have this is great, but I don't have the rears to use it with unless I draw one. But this just instantly gives me 2 rears, and I can use this to guard, use this next turn. I don't know. I feel like this is the better play. Use this, search for the grade 3s. Is it, what did he put back? He puts back in normal order. Okay, so I can't put back defensive order, which sucks. I can technically call out 2 of these. Oh no, it has to be different names, so I can't call out 2 of them. So they have to be different. So I'll call those 2 out. There, this is when this attacks. This gets 5k. I can't do anything else, so we're gonna battle. This skill, he rests. I keep doing minus. He gets 5, and this skill, counterblast doesn't matter. Gives him 5, and then I draw 1. That's decent. Now this can attack from the back row. We'll swing in this skill. He gets +5, so I'll swing in for 30 here. That doesn't help Eugene at all. Yep, that's what I was saying. All right. Skill. This goes to soul. And this goes to soul. This guy stands. And front row gets +10k. This guy gets a little bigger. This guy gets. They both get a little bigger. So we'll swing in here. This guy, he gets 5k. So this is 2 to pass. Yep, gotcha. First check. Oof. That would win me the game if I do that. These both are gonna have the same power, so I'll give power crit. All right, good. Let's do this one. Yeah. Put a normal. This doesn't remove itself, right? Bottom of the deck. Yep. And then this guy for 33. Oof, that sucks. Because I believe you want to call that out from deck specifically, but he has a way to get the one he has in Soul out, I think. Because he can Soul Blast out to call Horse from deck, and then he can play the order to put it back in the bottom of the deck. Or I think this does it. I don't remember. I think he has another card that lets him put stuff on the bottom of the deck, but I don't remember right now. So we kind of stabilized there. We took out a good chunk of his hand. We had, you know, relatively good turn there. We got some stuff back, and we're set for next turn if we can survive here. I did not use the energy. I fucked up. I've been testing with the energy because I have these like Digimon memory things that I've been using as energy counters, and I keep forgetting to energy blast Joel. I use it for like whenever I do it in CFA, I'll use it for any of the other skills, but when it comes to actually using the one skill the stupid Crest has, I always forget. So I have 9 energy now for no reason, which is super dumb, because more than likely I'm gonna have to discard this to guard, so I'm not even gonna be able to use this. So mega misplay, but oh well. So let's see, 25. I can do this for that. PG. This, because this is big. This restands. No. Oh, this is the other thing that puts stuff back. Depending on what this does, if you boost or not, then I don't know. I could take this, turn off his heals, because he does get a bunch of checks. So that might be, he does get extra checks, so I think I need to take this, hope for a trigger, which I don't get. Awesome. Love it. So, because he does get extra drive checks, so hopefully he doesn't heal out of it. But never mind. Playing all that vigilantly, largely against my will, but it's fine. It's fine, but I have major complaints about it. I just don't like how, like, it just feels very like there's not really anything you can do. Like, I guess it doesn't feel like there's a lot of interactions. It just feels like just big card, go big. But I haven't really played it that much. Okay. Hopefully that wasn't the last cop, because I know he has 2 in damage. He had 1 in soul. So hopefully that wasn't the one. Which is funny, because most people just play 3 of them. But this motherfucker's playing 4. For good reason so far, right? So this is going to be 35. I have to take this attack. I have to take one of these 2 attacks here. Has a Yu-Gi-Oh issue that when you're losing, there's nothing you can do about it? Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. Yep. He does have drive +1. I believe it's you that gives him... No. Who gives... Oh, the horse, right? The horse gives him the drive. Yeah. So this is 33. No matter what, I have to take one of these attacks. Like, there's no way around it. I have to take one of these attacks. Whew. GG. If I had drawn 1 card, it wouldn't have made a difference overall, but I might have been able to guard this, especially considering he checked blanks, but yeah. Unlucky. Oh, that when your whole turn died because your opponent had a big chunk as their damage, yeah. Rematch? Whoops. Not over here. Rematch? I don't think the build is bad. I don't know if there's anything I can do to improve it. I don't think fronts have mattered yet. So there hasn't been a situation where I was like, oh, I wish this was a front. Right? So the draws I think are better, but I could be wrong. I'm also only playing 3, so that might be the case. I don't know. There's a lot of moving pieces, so it's possible that I should stick to the main pieces. Maybe take out Sonya for something that helps consistency-wise. I don't know what that would be, honestly. Because she's really the only like weak link, and it's not even like she's a weak link. She's just there. She's the only one that doesn't really do anything for the deck. I'll go first. I'll go first. I don't need 2 of you. I feel like I'll be okay without you. I think the rest is fine. That's okay. I was drowned while drinking water. Oh fuck, bro, you right there? Come on, have fun. Yeah, I need to see an order for her. I think it might be better if I can find a good order that replaces Sonya. I might be in a good spot because I can use this earlier, but I don't know. Let's see. We'll draw. I don't have an order yet, so we'll have to discard you, ride. get the crest here. Main phase end turn. Excuse me, you go insane? That sucks. Yeah, drink slower. Sounds like something you tell your drunk uncle. Yeah, please drink slower. This look for a second. The art looked really different. I was just like, what the hell? Never mind. Ain't even in your life? Damn. Hopefully in just like you guys don't talk kind of way, not the no longer with you kind of way. But yeah, the fact that I don't have to discard is just pretty insane. I just really don't want to. These two seem too good to use, especially because I'm going second. No guard? Please don't crit. Ah, okay, that's fine. I don't want him to really draw a card, but that's fine. I lost two of her. Okay, damn. Draw. No, he's just some 100 miles in Mexico. We contact Deja. That's fair. So I don't have to discard here, so I'll just ride into this. I can't do anything else, which is this deck's main weakness is that it has no early game, so that's why I'm thinking something like Sonya. That Sonya spot would fix that. The only other early game is the Shenri that can make the Vanguard column near unblockable, right? Which is really nice. Okay. Check. Also, but that did happen last time, and then he hit me with a crit to reciprocate. Oof, another draw trigger. Oh man, winning out here. Damn, that hand. Shit doesn't even fit on the screen.
Tienes que escribirle en español y no hacer comentarios sobre comida picante.
Why not? Why can't you talk about spicy food?
I don't like the spicy candy that y'all be doing.
Oh, all the other stuff, like actual spicy food, all about that. Spicy candy, like y'all lost me on that one.
And you can't even say like, oh, you have tried it.
I tried it, bro. I felt like puking. Oh, spicy candy good. That's what like every Mexican except my fiance says. But I remember because I was at work in Florida when I was in Florida, and I worked with a few Mexican coworkers, and one of them had just gone to Mexico for like a holiday. So they came back and they brought us some candy and they put it in a bowl. And I was like, okay, cool. Grab some candy. I was like, sure. Hard day's work. Let me eat some candy. Boop. It was the most disgusting shit I had ever tasted in my life. It's probably just because that's not what I was expecting. So I was just kind of like, what the fuck did I just put in my mouth here? But and I'm not a fan. Not a fan. I'm not in Mexico, but there's one restaurant here selling chili chocolate. It's as bad as it sounds. Oh, fuzzy chocolate. Not that weird. I can't even read it from chat. No, that's a weird snack. Is it? I feel like that's the more common one. My man over here popping off. What? I'm over here talking about spicy candy. He's just popping off his fat ass hand over here. God damn. I mean, at least I got this defensive roar, so I can do some shenanigans. Survive this. Or Jill, if you don't drink coffee 3 times per day, yeah, I would never survive over there. I keep thinking Chile, but it's Costa Rica. I'd never survive there. I do not like le coffee. That is a fucking that's a board and a half, bro. Motherfucker needs to share some of his rear guards with me. Like, god damn. Oh, okay. Did he use cat? What? Do you use the cat? Sorry, I was talking to chat. I didn't see that. We don't say pura vida 30 30 times per day like a tourist souvenirs would make you think. They're just incomprehensible swears even though I don't understand. Interesting. I'm assuming he used the cat. I just didn't see it. I don't know how else he would get those two back. Face up, right? It's fine. He told me he's like on the Steam Deck or something, so it takes him a long time to write. 23. Use this. 25, 35, 2 to pass. Cards are into a ride deck. Ooh. Yeah, I guess he used something to put it back. Okay, gotcha. I just didn't see what it was exactly. So let's use this and then use this. On this, I am on grade 2 this time. 2. So nothing. Order plus Sage. Right. I would eat. Oh, I guess you don't. Use this for 25 there. Yeah, you don't understand that phrase. Yeah, me less. I would really like to play this because I really want to play this deck. And I hate this dog because everyone keeps hyping it up and it's gonna be impossible to get. But if he does end up being played in this deck, I would like that because I like dogs. I like this deck, so it fit in quite a lot. So. Yeah, I'm really hoping they end up either as a box hopper or they put it into triple booster or something like that. But we'll see. Alright, sit and draw. Managed to not get bopped too hard. Okay, this is alright. So I can go ahead and play this. Go to main phase. Use this skill here. Call this out. Call this out. This gets 5k. I can just call these guys out. 1, 2, 3. Wrong. That's not half bad. Play this. Skill. 1, 2, 3. Draw. Got an order. I can't actually use this unless I use an order, which I could use, but it wastes these two. So I can have her out there just to boost. She just won't get any power, which kind of sucks, but that's fine. I can like bounce one of these back to hand with defensive roar, so that might be fine. He doesn't retire, and this way he can't. Well, he still will end up having more rear rises than me, which really sucks because this really blocks me. This really blocks the this deck because I'm always losing my rear guards, 2 of them at least, right? So I'll swing in here. A card that is 20. I'm swinging for 25. Yeah, there you go. Okay, makes sense. Okay. This goes to so. This goes to so. There's 5k and this restands, and then I'll swing in. Swinging with this one actually for 20. So they don't get power until he's on grade 3. He's only on grade 2. This fat fucking hand, bro. Guard that. I want to kill her. She's not an issue. He's gonna have a counterblast anyways, but do not have a hand here to be dealing with this. So let's swing in here. I'm assuming he'll no guard to get the counterblast. We have a conversation swearing other languages. Say slurs against the upper class or people from a higher class. Fuck that. I'll slur whoever I want. Check and check. Nice. Power and crit. Okay. And Okay, so yeah, I'll probably have to use defensive roar for this instead. Do this, force out hopefully 2 cards, maybe 3 cards from his hand here. Or push him to 5. No, he's gonna take it, okay, so that's gonna push him to 5. This doesn't activate, so we're gonna end our turn because we did not activate an order. But we are kind of set for next turn if we can survive here. We should be able to. It's his first grade 3 turn, it's not a Persona right turn, so we'll see. Do you know Gringo is supposed to be a racist slur? Yes, I know. My people use that all the time. But probably more for the fact that it's been used so many times that it got sort of weakened. And it just being a term, especially when I think more so when they started like enduring it to themselves and calling themselves that, then that made it less of a slur, ironically. Come on. So unfortunately he does have more rear guards than me no matter what, essentially. What's happening here? Okay. This is gonna be 23. Yeah, because success plus 5. I can bounce the defensive roar. This is gonna be 26, so it might be better to use it here. I can use it. Oh, this is 28 now. Okay. So just comes just 15. I can guard both and then go in for a big play next turn. I could do that and then have these 2 to guard the incoming attacks. Right, so like I can do this and this. Picking your chest with horses? Yeah. That is what he do. Let's go. Okay. 26. It's gonna swing with 3 drives after that. 2 to pass. And I kind of have to take the next 2. Okay. Okay, perfect. Whoa. That was a weird sound. Sorry about that. Okay, horse goes into soul and a Yugo Shokan. Or something of that sort. Call this guy out. Motherfucker says learn to read. He uses a completely different language. Unbelievable. I had to time you out for that one. No guard. Okay, order to hand. Heal does activate. No drives? Okay. Trigger. Draw 1. Thought we changed this. I think I did, and I just played it again. Wait a minute. Let's go down the dorm. I don't think I really want to guard this, to be honest, so I'll just take that. Sucks that I have 2 of these because I cannot use it. So it really sucks I couldn't use this last turn, but I can now. Let's see if I can draw into. Yeah, horse has a massive fucking hand. I can't even see his hand. I don't know how I'm supposed to knock this shit down, but I can hit pretty big numbers, but like not to this extent. All right, I remember this time actually Persona Ride for one. Go to main phase, use this skill. Call this. This gets 5k, this too. Oh, this one's rested in. Persona 3 OC, I miss it so much. Also like the new Dragon Empire cards. Hope we get more support in the future. Me too, I like them a lot. And I don't like Dragon Empire, so that's saying a lot for me. I am thinking... which is the better play? It's the same thing, to be honest. If I use this to get the 2 grade 3s, actually it's not, because this gives me more power overall. It just, the only difference is that this gives me a card in hand, because I call it the grade 3, and it gives us 5k, and it thins my deck, so I think that's the better play no matter what. And I can keep this in hand for next turn if there is one. So we're gonna go ahead and use this. To get this. And to get this guy out. And since I played in order, she gets 5k. I believe that is it. I cannot draw or do anything else. So we're gonna battle. Skill, this gets rested. Gives us 5k. Skill, counter blast. Gives us another 5k, and I draw. Ooh, that's a huge, massive, gargantuan draw right there. That might actually keep me in the game. All right, so he's gonna take it. He's gonna heal. Oh, that sucks. I don't know how he took that, considering how fat his head is. But all right, so these two go to soul. They stand. This gets 5. This guy gets 5k because it attacked. Attack here. This gets another 5k. One idea has so many guard power and now has so much guard power, and when less shields was the biggest complaint at first. Yeah, so he's gonna PG this. First check, critical trigger. Power crit. Second check, no trigger. Doesn't really make a difference, but skill. This on the bottom. 50 at 3. As he hits over trigger. Oh my fucking god. Doesn't matter unless he hits OT. Oh my fucking god, bro. I can't believe it. I hate myself. Go soul, then draw. Yusuf Fudo, yeah, in the flesh. You wanna know something funny? I just subscribed to you last night when I was looking at the Different Fight Discord. You were recommended in the card game server, and then I went to your YouTube and your latest video appeared. Oh wow, who the hell? I didn't know I was getting recommended in the Discord. Wow, thank you for coming to the stream and also subscribing. Very much appreciated. I'll have to check out who did that. That's kind of sick. And I'm not used to people posting or recommending me anywhere else. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, I always talk about that. Look at every Dear Days video that I've done. Constantly, I'm always talking about that, you know, in case they hit OT, in case they RPG, blah, 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 same with the quick fire, blah, 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 blah. All this dumb bullshit. And it never matters when I say it, but I was just like, whatever, it doesn't matter. It didn't matter at that point. And the one time it freaking mattered, the one time it mattered, I went ahead and I freaking didn't do it the right way. tell me at the end if you drew a. If you drew. Would it matter? Because he was at 4. No, it wouldn't matter because he still went at 5, right? He's at 4 damage, right? He goes to 5, then heals, and gets another. Yeah, so it wouldn't have mattered. No, never mind. Wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered. So this is gonna be 38. I can do 43 PG this, and then I have nothing. Ugh. I can't guard this bitch. That's the problem. I keep having not enough to. I might have to go to 4 draws to get these PGs out of my fucking deck, or like make sure I see this, cause like I don't know, or maybe just get rid of the grade 3 and like forbid a doll and go back to the other version, cause I'm just having not enough shield, like just almost not enough, almost just not enough. Yeah, unfortunately, Curly's content is so good. Thanks, appreciate it. You know, just someone who loves the character. Fair enough. You'll be the actual. You say Fudo in this chat. Don't worry. Rainbow triggers for this deck? Maybe. I don't know. Because the deck draws decently enough, right? But if I had that front, so I did say the other 2 games, like I haven't had a reason where I needed the front. Here, if I had this front, I don't know if it would have mattered when I checked it. But if I had this as a front, this would help me, I think, have enough shield. Because this would be 33. And then I can, I don't think it would have made a huge difference. But yeah, it would have been 33, and I can drop like these 2 to guard this. Then I can do 43 here. It's probably not enough. So maybe PG here. Then 43 the Vanguard swing. And then, it still doesn't matter. I'm still fucked. I'm still fucked. No matter what. No matter what, because this is this shit that's killing me. Because this is gonna be 45, so this is like this and this and this. So that's these 3. So I take this, hopefully get the defensive, and then even then, if I get a defensive, this column here is 36. So this is really hard to guard, because it's the Vanguard column. So then I PG it or whatever, and then he comes back and it's gonna be 33. And then, I don't know why sometimes, it's when you persona right, that's when you get it, okay. So and then he's gonna also have triple drive. So then that's 5 drives that I have to, or 4 drives. No, it's 5 drives. He doesn't lose drives that I have to contend with here. So I literally just have to take this. Oof. That is the best possible thing. Okay, we're still in this now. Whew. Whew. Otherwise, I would have been dead. That would have been dead. Okay, he's not gonna boost. Okay, that's pretty huge. That's pretty huge. Because now I can do 2 to pass. Of course, if he breaks it out, he breaks it, right? There's no ulti in the game, but now I have enough resources to guard the remaining attacks. So yeah, power. Oh, power here. Ooh, that's rough. And crit there. Okay. Yeah, because she can still get really big, which is the problem. Because he can just put all the triggers on her, and it's gonna be 3 checks, so that's kind of tough. We're still not dead, because that crit changes everything. I can still take an attack, but I don't know if I can no guard 3 drives. He doesn't go to his hand, but that's still a lot. That, or if he doesn't just have it, right? If somehow they're all in damage or in his hand or whatever, maybe. But yeah. So this gets plus 10k, and then the horse gives him plus 1 drive. He doesn't lose drives. So now he's gonna swing in. Oh, he's gonna do this one first. Oof. Okay. What else he would benefit the single dragon the most? Probably the Dragon Empire one. Honestly, the blue OT is always fine, but the Dragon Empire OT is just really good. It doesn't benefit the deck specifically because it doesn't really care about the restand, but it's just a Vanguard restand, so it's good. The red one doesn't, I don't think, does anything. The blue overtrigger doesn't really do much, so let's see. 45. This is 33. I already have damage on board. I can use this. So I can get rid of this. So this is 40, 33, 38. I only need 2 of these. Yeah, and then PG the Vanguard. So I can do like this and this. I guess I could use, it doesn't really matter which one of these, but at least this I can play and draw. And this. Was that already? It was 45. Did I overguard? This is 23, 33, 48. Oh, yeah, I did overguard. Okay. I don't know why I thought I saw numbers differently. PG, I can only use one of these, so discard that one. Doesn't make a difference. I'm not gonna play her next turn, but should not be overguarding for no reason. Okay, blank check, and crit. Whew. Yeah, if he had attacked with this first, I would have been dead. I would have been dead instantly. Draw here. I don't have Persona Ride, which sucks. That would have been really clutch here. Play this, play this. This gets +5. Yeah, just play the order here. I can throw this down, draw, and overcall it, but that just seems pointless. So we're just gonna call this out instead. Go to main battle phase, I should say. This skill here. This gets +10. This skill here, I counterblast. Give this +5, and I draw. So this is gonna attack here. This is gonna get +5. Second for 30. It's gonna guard 28. Intercept, figured as much. Skill, we're gonna put these 2 back into our soul and restand. Vanguard is gonna give them power, and an order is gonna activate. They're both gonna get power again. We're gonna swing in here. This is gonna get power again, so it's gonna be 33 from the Vanguard. I just have Persona Ride. This is gonna be. This would have been 53. These both would have been 53. Funny if you die to lacking exactly 5k shield to survive next turn. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. First check, no trigger. I don't think I have many left. Oof, got a crit there. Power crit here. Let's go ahead and swing in here. Use this skill. Put this on the bottom. Back in for 53 here. Okay, that went to damage. And then we just gotta give this 5k. He's probably gonna PG this though. That's 56. The fact that he's thinking so hard. Okay. Whew. Whew. This goes to soul and I draw. Whoops. Oh no, never mind. I don't know what's in his hand. I was gonna say because he checked the order, but never mind. He checked the order, but then he put it back. So maybe he has another one in hand. I don't know. He might have had his Orga hand. Yeah. His Orga hand. I want to say I got saved by that heal trigger, but he also hit defensive ulti, so I think we're even in that regard. Yeah, this shit hits for big numbers. And he might not have had MPGs because he used at least, yeah, he used 2. One might be in deck and one might be in damage. No. So 2 might be in deck. Damn, that sucks. Yeah. He does put a bunch of stuff back into the deck, so. Penzorga hand with Fennel, I figured as much, yeah. So that's, if I hadn't misplayed, I figured I could have done a lot more damage and maybe have won. Yeah, I don't know. I think the deck is fine, you know? GG's, Mr. Streamer, thank you very much for the games. Very good games, very much. I love both of these decks, so thank you very much for using this one specifically, because that was beautiful. The fact that they're like made for each other. This is like an anime in the making here, right? Because they both like fuse with their like partners or whatever. So love it. So thank you for picking that specifically. But I don't know. I think this is really cool. You know, mechanically it works out. It's pretty consistent. Problem is seeing your other supporting rear guards, right? So I imagine this has a lot of issues with like Gandiva or like anything that retires the board, because then you have to constantly get your stuff back. You have okay draw power, but without these rears you really don't do much. Like this interaction here with the grade 1 and the grade 2 is okay, but alone it's not going to win you the game. So that's why I keep saying I think Sonya needs to be a consistency piece. I don't know what that is per se. It could be one of the cycle cards to guard and draw with it to use up the little bit of extra energy in case I don't see this guy, maybe. I don't know. But I think it's a very solid deck. I think it's very solid. I think it's way better than people are going to give credit for initially. I feel like it has a similar issue to Villano not having enough names. Who? This doesn't care about the names per se. Yeah, it doesn't really care about the names because the names only matters for the ride line, actually. So it doesn't care other than that, to be honest. Because other than that, everything else asks for the ride line and you automatically get the ride line. So I wouldn't say it has the same issue as Vanilla. Luan is carried by the dog. I don't see it being good without it, sadly. Really? I don't know. This did pretty good in Japan and I'm pretty excited to try it. I'm not saying like you guys know I'm never like I'm never out here saying like, oh yeah, tier 0 best deck or everything. I'm just saying I won't bullshit you. Either the deck is like good, playable, viable, or it just isn't. Right? Whether or not it's like the best deck, whether you're gonna take it to BCS and any of that stuff, that's on you to figure out. I'm just saying mechanically the deck is good, and also I think it's fun. Luana, I don't think it's bad. I don't know about it. The dog, I mean the dog did put in work, but I don't know. It's not like turbo bad, it works at least. Yeah, like I don't think it's bad at all. It's definitely not like something that's carried by its mechanics, right? It's not like a Shiranui where like it's just really strong mechanically, so there's not a lot of input you have to put in. It's definitely something that you have to put in a lot more as a player. It's either deck building and playing it, because mechanically it's like okay, but mechanically might not be the right word, but I think you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Next time you're not getting out of OG error, Reggie. I told you you're 7 sets too early, bro. Yeah, I haven't even done. So I did I'll let you guys know. I did that fight video I did with Chris Kane. Thanks again to him for coming out. Check him out if you guys can. We did 2 videos, or 2 fights, I should say, that I split up into 2 videos because that first one was a lot longer than I thought it was. So we have another fight coming out for set 1, and I have a couple of other fights that I want to do. I haven't recorded yet. I have a friend that I really want to get on to do a lot of these fights with. Sort of the plan is to like do a lot of these, you know, so you can get there's a lot of content out there in terms of like what people were playing back then, so like I can maybe hopefully start making retro format like a thing in Vanguard, but then also because I really want to make videos with this one person, but then I also want to like bring in other people. So like eventually I want to bring in like, I'm trying to decide when I want to finally ask in out of Orange. I don't know if I want to do it for Kaka assets because that's apparently like her husbando card, one of many, or if I want to do it for like something else. But there's a lot of people that I want to bring on for like specific cards that are like iconic to them and that jazz, but that's kind of like the deal. Last time with Eugene, when it just doesn't plain work for the most part. Yeah, I don't think it works. I think it can work, but definitely not the way it's intended. Try Dark Lord of Abyss to know the pain of a boss monster so bad not even Zero could fix it. Dark Lord of Abyss? Isn't that like that double rare? Gryra and draw. 3, 4? Should be 4. I played Ek, lost. I played Sim, lost. I played Sim again once. It should be 3. Let's take a look at like regulars, I'm assuming. Or the triple rare? Yeah, if it's the card I'm thinking of, it was a double rare in did I go to Dark States? No, I went to Dark Irregulars. What the fuck? There you go. I don't know why the hell did that. Order of Addition. I'm assuming it's this guy, right? Yeah. Yeah, they made him a double in Vanguard 0. So I guess this is their first Limit Break unit before this. Oh, no, this doesn't even have Limit Break. Oh, right, I forgot. Reggie never had Limit Break. They just nerfed it in 0 to have Limit Break, I think. Was what it was. Because it used to be the super, like, Limit Break Denial deck. Because you would just keep them at 3 damage and just keep swinging in with 3 crit to close out the game. Good times. So this guy says, stop please. CB2 on Limit Break, Soul Charge 2, he gets 1,000 for each Dark Irregular in your soul. That's kind of ass. That's kind of ass, not gonna lie. I was playing CFA last night and was using Jiva, and he was using dolls, and I think he got mad and quit and said fuck you to me. It's so stupid. Yeah, people are stupid. That's why I don't like playing like random people. Not even just CFA, but just in general online, especially streaming. People are just really stupid. Really rude for no reason. Like I've had that one guy that was just super weird. That one of the few times I played a random person, it was a really crappy dude. But to do what I'm on already does for free, yeah, essentially. Reggie didn't have Limit Break in 0. Yeah, no, they just added it in afterwards, if I'm remembering that correctly. Doesn't get any power in the TG. That was the biggest buff in 0. Oh, he doesn't get 15k. Oh, that's crazy. Damn, they really made this man big. That sucks. I really liked Reggie. I wish they didn't. I wish they hadn't nerfed him. Also, Terrans aren't infinite heals. Yeah, it was just another one of those. That was one of the best parts about 0 that people like take for granted, is that they did a lot of that stuff because it was like a mobile game that they just did all the stuff that you can't do in the confines of physical TGG that I wish they did more of. Like they did some of it, but I wish they made more. Like I wish that was the main selling point of Vanguard 0, and instead of trying to aim for it, which is one of the many reasons that killed the game, and they try to make it like, oh yeah, you can play Vanguard this way. It's like, no. This is how you play Vanguard 0. Like Duel Links did that right, where it's like, it's not you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh, bro. This is Yu-Gi-Oh, but different, right? That's what they should have marketed Vanguard 0 wise, but it was just like, oh yeah, play Vanguard, just, Vanguard. It's just like, no, it's completely different. It's still Vanguard, but it's completely different. And if they just embrace more of that, I think the game would have done a lot better. But, among all the other issues, I know. This was like the second time someone was rude against me, but it doesn't affect me at all. Well, I'm sorry about that. Not that I should be sorry specifically, but I'm sorry that it's happened to you twice. But maybe next stream, you say if you stop by, maybe we can fight, and I will try my hardest to not be mean to you. I'm kidding. We can totally fight. I won't be mean. Unless you cheat or do something silly. But yeah. Vision TCG kind of sucked. Yeah, I mean, he does the same thing, but I can imagine getting 15 souls really hard with Dark Irregulars. At set 7, right? Yeah, set 7 Dark Irregulars. I can't believe this is the double. I can't believe they switched these two. That's kind of funny. I'll have to bring that up in the history video. And then when he's placed, he's just, yeah, the same things, just to get your whatchamacallums, your dimension creepers. So at least I still have that. At least at first, when they dropped the ball hard with buffs to cars, they stuck around Legion era, huh? As far as I remember, that means that 1DI guy I know back then, the Asia circuit, you just still play OG Amon. I'm watching your stream and then you tell me how and tell you how to beat me. Not getting the 15k meant Reggie was super easy to guard, even if you got to the 15 so yeah, that's the unfortunate part. Didn't exist for Asia Circuit? What do you mean it didn't exist? That you mean it doesn't exist, bro? Oh, it's a pro. No, this just happens to say it's just using that reprint art for some reason. Dimension Creeper came out in set 2. Sorry, set 3. Dimension Creeper Vanguard. Should you change your draws for fronts for more defense? Yeah. I think I originally, when I built the deck, I was using fronts originally, and I wanted to try out draws. Probably seems to be the case, especially with this one specifically, because I'm using Forbidadol and this guy, so I have a bunch of non-shield, shield having cards, so the fronts definitely balance it out. If I played the other version where I don't have Forbidadol in this grade 3, and instead I was playing like the Sonya and like more like this and stuff like that, then you can maybe go draws because you have the like a little bit extra shield, but fronts is probably the better way to go. This came out, oh no, it came out in set 12? Really? Wow. Really? That came out in such a long time. Maybe it was like set 3 and like Vanguard 0. That's what maybe I'm thinking of. Yeah, it literally says Fighters Gotcha Asia Circuit. That's crazy. I do not remember this being that far back. That's crazy. You don't get good soul charge till set 12? Good God. Man, that sucks ass. But here's more workable ones. Dimensional Keeper came out. Dimensional Keeper was a set 12. Jesus. Your other Dark Regular option for season 2 was No Life King, but he sucked. Yeah, he doesn't really do a lot. Unfortunately, he's one of those bosses that I wish did a little bit more. I hate the way like this is sorted, because it says by order of like when it was added in, but it's not really. Because this should technically be the first card, but whatever. Maybe I can send the CFA guys a message or something. I need to get them. I need to have them put me on the dev team, bro, so I can do whatever the fuck I want. This is not Mega Blast, even though it has this part of like Mega Blast. So if you have 8 or more, he gets 10k, which is, oh no. Oh, it gets 1k? I'm sorry, what the fuck? Is that a typo? He just gets... How many zeros is that? Hold the phone. Hold the phone. How many zeros is that? He only gets 10k? I'm sorry, 1k? Am I bugging? Please tell me. That's it? He just gets 11. Oh my god. Yeah, because in 0 I think it was plus 10. Yeah, he got 10 and a crit. Oh no, that's the second skill. Okay, never mind. I'm thinking of the second skill. Or the third skill or whatever. That's all he freaking gets? He just becomes 11k base? I know this is, it's not even... Was this set 3? Wasn't it set 3? No, it's a promo card. It didn't even come out in a set. What the fuck? Oh my god. When did this come out? 054. These random stand and draw packs that I hate that I'm gonna have to find a way to talk about. What was it in English? It was 31. So it comes out somewhat recently. So it's in pack 4. We just got pack 1. Breaker limits. So assuming 2-month cycle. This is April, May, June, July, September, October. It's not until like set 7-ish that you get this as a promo. This is a whole ass boss unit. What the hell? Who the hell is the Dark Lord of Pale Moon? Why does this guy have a killer ass name, but he sucks ass? Sorry, you guys don't know what I'm even talking about. Whoops. Sorry about that. This one. Why has this guy got a killer ass name? Dark Lord of Pale Moon. Like of the whole ass clan. The whole ass clan. And all he does is get fucking 2K. Unbelievable. Real question, brother. Is it still worth getting Deer Days, or is it no longer being updated? Like, will it get the Divine sets? We will know more. We'll probably see a new game. Likely, because they've been showing in the anime of this new version of Deer Days that has updates. We won't know until next month. By spring, March 20th, there's going to be a presentation from Bushiroad. Just should let us know what we're getting for the rest of until the winter, essentially. So what our summer is going to look like, our Japan summer, right? There they should mention something about Deer Days. If not, it's probably done so. We're still waiting on presumably the next DLC pack. My guess is that since there was a gap in releases between set 13 and set 1 of Divines, they don't want Deer Days to actually catch up to the actual live version of the game. So they're making sure that based on the English version, that the game is still behind by like 3 sets or whatever. So they might be waiting until Divine set 1 drops or something like that before they end up showing the next wave of DLC, because it's like 8 months behind in Japan, right? So if they release it now, or like like something crazy like that. So that's my guess why they haven't done it yet. That, or they're going to end up axing it for a new version of Deer Days, which honestly would be the better result, right? It sucks for a lot of people, myself included, but if they can make a better version of Deer Days, like a Deer Days 2 that just is better and they handle it better, then that's better for everyone. Very optimistic that, that'll end up happening, of it being better. But long story short, wait until the 20th of March and you'll know that. I'm hoping that what they do is they release like Ultimate Deer Days, where it's just all the DLC and really release it in one cartridge and make it like $40 or something like that, and that'll be a steal. But who knows? Pale Moon had to play 8 draws. Over DI, you had to play 8 fronts. You mean in V? Because they don't have fronts in premium, or at least not originally. We had to run these 2K grade tiers. I don't know if they were actually run. I just can't believe they gave him that name. It seems like he has the same name in Japanese, which is insane that they did that. Absolutely insane. But yeah, that's what's in the promo pack for Death Anchor. 8 stands. Okay, I figured as much. Thanks, man. I've been wanting to get back into Vanguard for a while. I haven't played since G era. Yeah, Deer Days is a good game, right? I'm not gonna lie to you, it is super overpriced. At the base game, it's super fun, right? If you like Vanguard, it'll be money well spent. But it is a lot of money, especially the DLC. It's too much money. So I can never, in good faith, tell someone to get it. I've had to like give it to my friends for them to play it and try it out. So it's a really tough spot for them. If you want to play Vanguard now, the TCG is doing pretty good right now. We have a new, essentially the equivalent to the G era coming up in May, because we're getting our
equivalent to G era, because it's the continuation of the series, and we're starting the sets back from 1, but it's not a reboot kind of deal, so it's like G era. And that first set is looking really good so far. It's looking really fun. So if you want to get back into it, you can wait till then or pick up some cards now. You can check out some of them on CFA to play around with it. But you know, yeah, Vanguard's fun. C-Stamp Otter was a promo. Yeah, he was indeed. I remember hearing about that when he came out in Zero. You do need him for the old Green Ranger. Well, was he in this promo pack, or no? He's not in this promo pack. So he comes out before or after. So this is like the set 7-ish promo pack. This is a set 3-ish promo pack. You get what is it? Discard. Yeah, this is discard to get 5k grade 3. You get the same. Oh no, this is this is like a butterfly for Kagura. And oh shit, Knowledge Drunkard. So you put a card from your hand into soul whenever this hits a Vanguard. Then you draw one. So technically a good card. Technically a good card. But yeah, so this promo pack here. This is just a CB1 and get 10k for Dimension Police. Oh yeah, we got the really cool Knight Squire Ellen. I love the art in this card. It looks really cool. But it's the same thing. CB1 get 1k. I might have said 10k before. Sorry. This looks really sick. But it is CB2 to get 4k. But it's a grade 3. Of course, all this is until the end of the turn. This is instead of putting to soul. Oh no, this is when you retire when it attacks, and then he gets 4k. That's not that half bad. 12k grade 2 you can intercept, and then you can attack, retire that thing. That's not half bad. That's not half bad. This is the same thing. And then the last thing is no life gain for this thing. You have old otters you need to check. I saw them on like TCG Player because I've been slowly trying to get Green Ninja cards for my fiance, but I don't know if that thing's actually played, so I didn't bother getting it. Hold on, I need please. Please give me this back. Okay, there we go. You can have this. You can have this. And you guys can have this. I need to look at that. There we go. Silverus? What are you talking about? You can technically say Silverus was buffed in Zero. He had no expiration date. Who are you talking about? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Oh, I don't see any of this card here anywhere. Dark Side Pegasus. Why does that sound familiar? Oh, okay, it's just that sounds so cool though. Yeah, so this is already for set 5. So this is set 13. Here. Epitome of Knowledge. That says less. Oh, okay. I was gonna say that tells me less of what you're talking about. So these are like okay, so this is in the extra boosters. This is in set 4, the set that I'm never gonna be able to open up in real life. Epitome of Knowledge Silverust. What the fuck? What the fuck? What does that even mean? Why does this have that? This card cannot be put in a deck after February 28th, 2013? What in the actual fuck? Huh? 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 Can someone explain why they just added? I've never seen this. This is like, this feels like a joke.
This isn't even silly. This just I feel like you guys are just I feel like one of you just edited this just now and made me look at it on stream. There's no, what the fuck you mean I can't put this in my deck after a certain date in time? Yeah, and it is a grade 4. What the fuck? What do you mean? That doesn't make any goddamn sense. Why is it a different date in Japan? And Italy just doesn't have it. And it's just not legal in it. Why? Why? Different release schedules? Oh yeah, I know that's why that has a different date, but that's even more stupid. So by the time we get this, it's not legal in Japan anymore. Why would they print on a card a literal expiration date? This does not make any sense. I need you Vanguard boomers to explain this to me. This doesn't make any fucking sense. What do you mean? Why would they not just ban it? Why is it physically on the card? Why is it physically on the card? Hey Pablo, did you know this fucking card has an expiration date? It has a continuous effect that says you can't put it in your deck after a specific date. What the fuck? Oh, they printed that day. Oh, you could have just stayed on Leopold instead. Or you could have just not put a date on a card. Why does it have a date? Why are none of you acknowledging or explaining this? What the fuck? Is that what it says? Is it like, what does CFA say? What does CFA have to say about this? I can't believe this shit. I can't believe this shit. Remember, stop telling me he's a box topper. I don't care. That doesn't answer my question. Why is he expiring? Why does he expire? Well, I don't understand. This is so. Huh. I don't fucking get it. I don't get it. What do you mean you don't know? How do you not know? How do you know of this card and you can't tell me why it expires? What the fuck? Why does no one know? Why does no one know? You can't just tell me they just did this to do this. What do you mean you can't remember? How can anyone forget this? Why has no one said this before? This should be like Vanguard 101. By the way, there's a dumbass card that fucking expires. What do you mean? I don't understand. I'm so flabbergasted. Did it have that in Zero? No. Imagine. This came out like, I forgot what this came out in Zero. They even gave it an extra effect. Yeah, remember this came out like early-ish, before Strides, and I was just like, how the fuck am I gonna play this? To just draw a card. But it doesn't say what set it came out in. I don't remember how we got him. But I think he came out with like Chat Noir. Or something like that, I don't remember. But even then it was fucking stupid. Call it a buff. That you can play the card, that's the buff. God damn. There's a little Stride version of this dude. Does it say you can't use it past 2016? Like, what the Great, now fucking fandom froze. Hope you guys enjoy this very red screen. Can I exit? Can I do anything here? No? Can I refresh? Okay, there we go. Jesus. I can't believe this. I need answers. Now you can't. Yeah, they killed Zero because of the fact that this motherfucker was playable. This is why Zero died. It wasn't any of that other stuff. It wasn't the microtransaction. It wasn't the low player base. It wasn't greed. It wasn't any of that shit. It was just cause fucking epitome of knowledge Silvervest here
was playable in the game, and Bushiroad, for whatever unknown reason, set an expiration date for this card, and then someone coded it in to 0, and they forgot about that. So it was like, oh shit, and they just destroyed the 0 servers. They're like, oh, I'm sorry, it's been good knowing you guys or whatever.
Just because of this fucking guy. Why is it stuck here? Fucking garbage ass fandom. Apparently he has a stride version. Yeah, should be able to see it in CFA, right? If he does have a stride version, it would look like this. Yeah, this fucker. this piece of shit. That is the stride version. Has basically the same skill, and it has the draw skill that it had from 0, ironically. I don't think we got this in 0, funnily enough. I don't remember. But anyways, you also get the Alfred horse, and you get Waterfall. I've been meaning to talk about, or like find out about it, because it has a very funky little effect here. And then we got the Otter, which is pretty cool. Yeah, because that came out in 0, and I remember people being hyped about it. And then I was doing the history series, I was wondering if it'll be playable here. And then we got the Dark Dictator, who I think might be also pretty solid as well. Oh, it's only on place. So yeah, so this is like pay the cost, choose up to 2. Okay, so only 2. Yeah, this is like a really weird like Soul Saver Dragon, but in Shadow Paladin. Except, you know, you can't boost them, but he gets plus 2k. So he's kind of like Alfred and Soul Saver fused together, but in Shadow Paladins. So you take the 2 lights from Gold Paladin and it becomes evil somehow. So there's something to say about that. And we got this dumbass card. But, you know.
Like, if you ignore the expiration date,
The guy isn't good. Next season year we'll come back with a Nirvana. You can only use on Friday. Oh my god. I swear if there's another, I think they said there was another card. And I hate that like no one has an answer for this. Does this have the same stupid ass effect? No. They just printed it because it's a Kagero card, so it's just like, yeah, whatever. Here's 5 effects. None of them would say you expire on a certain date. Has been previously revealed in the manga. An Eternal Wing. Who the hell is that? The fuck? Why is there a grade 4 heal trigger? I'm pretty sure this has never come out. Because it doesn't even have a promo number. That's wild. Alright. Must be some sort of like thing. There weren't many promos I remember being good. Waterfall and Otter saw play. Yeah, it was freaking broken. Yeah, fuck that guy. I guess it was just promo shit that wasn't supposed to be playable except for an event. Then just ban it. I don't understand. I don't understand why it physically has to say on the card that you can't use it. Like, I don't get it. Oh yeah, Creeping Goat. That was a promo? Oh damn, that's crazy. Maybe old Dauntless. Ugh. Otherwise considered unplayable. Turn away. Otherwise considered. What do you mean otherwise? Was it actually released? Therefore, this card can be considered a prototype of the concept, being the first card of its kind. Grade 4. The number 4 is larger than normal. Probably to emphasize that. Is it? Is it larger than a normal card? I guess it is actually. Yeah, you're right. Oh wow, it is a lot bigger. Interesting. Likewise, this card's power can be based on the power that Crossroads units usually had back then, which is on 3013. Also, what we use in standard. You just ill your son Dauntless. I illed at the thought of Novell being able to restand. Dauntless, I don't care too much about. Him being used for Novell, yeah, that's kind of ill. Keeping Darko was the only usable Forerunner Shadow Paladin had if you didn't want to play Blaster. That's why it expires. Number's too big. Yeah. This is the only card, the only one to ever exist ever in all time. whose ability prevents it from being used at all, and previously for a limited time. This also makes it the only card usable due to extreme fight, despite not existing among the restrictions. Why would you? So this still doesn't answer why. I need to get to the bottom of this before I die, before I give up, or not to give up, but stop doing YouTube content for Vanguard. I have to find out why. I have to march down to Bushiroad headquarters and find out what the fuck happened. I know I've been harping on this for a long time, but I don't care. I need answers, and I need them now. I'm posting this on Twitter, and I better get some answers. I better get some answers. I swear to God. Cairo players, 8 good during Break Ride. Amber Dragon with Dauntless was pretty cute. That's kind of nice. I bet Chris knows. He better know. He better know. He better know. I swear. If he doesn't know, I'm not gonna do anything about it. I didn't call it X. I called it Twitter. Did I not say Twitter? But anyways, I forgot what I was like. Oh, I think because you had mentioned no Anchor King. That's why I was looking at the promos. I guess while we're at it, let me just quickly do some homework. So we got the next history video coming out, and it's going to be about what is it called? Calvary Black Steel, because I had to split that out. So I have to find some little tidbits to put into it. We just went over the first promo pack in English. This is a Japanese one. In English, I hate these things, these parallel crit trigger packs, because I can't find any actual information on them. Except here, just that they exist. And I can't find like a related version, like in English or anything like that. Nothing. So these are the English ones. We just got these in English, right? Next up, we have these. I think I already took a look at these. Yeah, Knowledge Drunkard. This just discard, get power, 5k if you check a Kagro. Okay, yeah, so these are pointless. Okay. And then let me just take a look at the promos that they got. This is for the participation award. Okay, that's good to know. We got Vanquisher from a side event, 2012. Oh, okay. I missed this, I guess, because these are both 2012. Oh no, was it? Oh no, never mind. This is the year. Okay, yeah, this is right. We're in 2012 still. And oh well, Spear Magus. So these are free fights. So they did free fights back then. That's cool. This is the That's the participation. Are you fucking kidding me? You participate and you get this garbage? Oh, sorry. I get it now. Since his great nature, he is biodegradable. Yeah, he was an old rabbit or whatever the fuck, so I guess he literally expired. Like Rose eating good that set, probably the last time they ate good. It is indeed. Just like I made that thing about Rambo that I have to cut that and put it on Twitter as a clip where they didn't get support for 700 days. It's about the same for Spikes. Mega Colony gets a boss with Lore despite no playable Mega Colony deck. I mean, you can play some. Pretty sure the crit packs were in G format. I don't know, but they came out constantly in Japan, and it's kind of like the equivalent of. They already do this in Overdress, by the way. So all those packs where, like, since set 1 of Overdress, where you would get like SPs of crits and SPs of like ride lines that we never got, they still do that. They still do that, but I can't believe this is the participation award. Who just says he just gets 3k, so he just becomes 11k when he attacks, and that's it. Gigantic Vanquisher. Oh, Banisher. Sorry. Number of your rear guards. It's the same exact stupid ass skill. Was this the same in Zero? This is a common in Zero, bro. Fair enough. Spike Brothers ate good till G format. Yeah, they're Spike Dudley or Spike Dudley. That's a wrestler, I think. What's his name? Dudley Emperor and whatnot. Held him out for a while. Then we got the Spear Magus that I kind of went over previous video. Okay, good to know. Then after that, we got these. So I know some of these cards actually, because this is the guy that summons the dogs. So this is CB1. Oh no, this gives the dogs power. This just gets 3k if you don't have anything in soul. This is pretty cool. I think this is also in play because it's like retire one. Look at the top card, call it. This is on place soul charge. Oh no, when she's placed, yeah, when she's placed soul charge, yeah. Vanguard rear. This I used to use in Pale Moon early on, which is kind of cool. And this is cycling actor, which is a clone of just on place get 2k. And this is the same thing. I've never seen this card in my life. Yeah, this didn't show up in 0. That's funny. I wonder why. Cow, yeah. Look it up, not Lord, but minus 2k, same thing. You can't use your boss monster. Yeah, that's what Lord is. Dudley Emperor. Then he got Bad End Dragger. Then he got Bloody Ogre. Yeah, they're pretty good. But Bloody Ogre wasn't until Break Ride, so they got their limit break stuff as soon as possible, and then they had to wait all the way till what, set 9 to start getting Break Ride. So they got it somewhere between set 9 and like 14. They got that, and then they got Legion all the way at the end, and then I don't know when they got their G support. Gold Pale Witch was run at 1-2. Flirtatious Succubus was 4 for a while, yeah, because apparently Dark Roller was just straight up ass. But yeah, I know that, because I know that from 0. I'm pretty familiar with Spike Brothers just because of 0. And because they basically play exactly the same as they did in 0. And then the release schedule was kind of exactly the same, ironically. But, alright. I'm gonna go complain about this on Twitter. See what the hell is going on here. Have to see if you're in the background. Oops. There you go. So that's a little bit cleaner there. We'll go find out about that. Ask until Amon's followers. Yeah, that's not for a while. Last series, since he was before he went rapid, Dr. Dude was gonna die. You know, that would explain this, right? Maybe he's trying to come up with a cure, and this was the expiration date for it. But I don't know. I'm gonna find some answers. Promise you guys, I'll get some answers from someone. I'll hit up Matt. I'll find him. Next time I see Matt, I'll get the courage to actually talk to him and ask him about this. I'll buy a copy. Maybe I can buy a copy. Can I buy a copy? Someone has to have this, right? I'm not gonna type that. I'm just not gonna type it. I refuse. Someone's gotta have this, right? $40. What the hell? Oh man, and it actually says it, right? Okay, yeah. I'm gonna get a copy of this, and I'm gonna go up to every Bushiroad event. I'm gonna ask every employee, "What the fuck? What the fuck?" And I go with a camera and be like, "What the fuck? Explain, explain." But thank you guys for indulging me on my quest to find out what the hell is going on here, and also testing out Flame Swordsman. Flame Swordsman is pretty good. I know I did that video for Magnolia, the like news-ish one. I'd like to do those again. It's just really hard to fit into the upload schedule, but I might do that with this because we got some good games in and whatnot, and we'll see. But in any case, till next time, we're going to leave it out from here. We'll be back next Tuesday. But till then, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Thanks everyone for coming out. Take care of yourselves and each other, and play card fight. Play Vanguard, and have yourselves a damn good one. And find me some answers for why the hell this guy has this text on here. I need some answers, guys. I need you all to go ask your mom, your dad, everyone, and